Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cincinnati Reds blew a ninth-inning lead and lost in walk-off fashion to the Chicago Cubs 5-4. The Redlegs will try to snap their 4-game losing streak tonight. Coverage from Wrigley Field starts just after 7 on The Fan 2. The Cleveland Guardians dropped their second consecutive game after falling to the Kansas City Royals 6-2. The Guards will be back in action tonight. First pitch from Kauffman Stadium is at 7:40. A couple of game ones in the association last night. The Knicks blew out the 76ers 137-98, while the Timberwolves shocked the Spurs 104-102. The Cavs will be in Detroit for game one of their second-round matchup tonight at 7 o'clock. This update is sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Request your free or exterior assessment today at ramosroofingohio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Come on, Joe! Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. That's right. It is a Tuesday. So, of course, that means it's one of our favorite days of the week. It is a Hot Take Tuesday. Your hot takes coming up at Bone and Tyvis 971, or you can tweet them to us. Wait, that would be how you tweet them to us, at Bone and Tyvis 971. Or go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis. That also works. Good morning, go to hell. I'm tired, if you can't tell. He's Tyvis. Hello, Tyvis. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It was a lot there. You're tired?
I'm tired. I did not sleep well last night at all. And I have a reason for it.
What's the reason?
Well, I had a bit of an odd dream. So
You is Martin Luther King? Let's hear it.
Yeah, no. I support that, obviously, but I'm not going to say that my dream was anywhere as impactful
What was I?
as Martin Luther King Jr.'s.
What was odd about this dream of yours?
Well, so, I don't know where this came from, but I had a dream about, of all people, Caitlin Clark. Don't get this twisted up any which way. This is nothing. Listen.
She pulled you out on the court and just splashed on you, huh?
No.
She heard she got all your hate.
Yeah, she went out there and just hit bombed threes on me the entire time. No. I have been someone, as a longtime Ohio State women's basketball fan, when Caitlin Clark was coming up through Iowa, obviously, played against the Buckeyes. Buckeyes beat her a few times. She beat them, obviously, in some big games, had some big moments, talked her trash, all that stuff. And I respect her. But I also, of course, am not a big fan just because of the college rivalry going back, to the days of J.C. Sheldon.
Yes.
Right? That kind of thing.
Yeah. She's a trash talker.
Yeah. Her and J.C. continued it
but gets away with it.
She does.
She comes off as she don't do anything and everybody out to get her, but she's the one that initiates it all.
Oh, I've part of what I don't like about her, not even is towards her, it's the people who love her but hate LeBron James. And yet they both are accused of doing the same things, which is being awesome at what they do, and also they complain a lot to the refs. But when LeBron does that, it's not allowed. It's bad. You should never do that. When Caitlin Clark does it, it's justified, and she gets fouled, and it's terrible, and she should never. It's the WNBA is against her, apparently, is what we hear. So,
do your Pookie, your sunshine, does he complain to the referees?
Oh, yeah.
You're right. He does. We know he does. But so does Caitlin Clark. I'm just saying, we can all acknowledge that. Whether you're a fan of these people or not, we can acknowledge that.
Does he flop?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has to.
Everybody
or
does.
he won't get a foul call.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So, all right. So
Go ahead. Back to Caitlin
I wake
Clark.
up in a cold sweat because I had this dream.
What was the dream?
So here's the scene. We are, me, my wife, my youngest daughter. We are in an apartment where we do not live. Someone who is an adult woman lives there and is having us over. And I don't know, but I wonder if my brain was like, this is one of your kids when they're older. Like, I don't know if that's what it was. I didn't recognize this person. But you know how that is in dreams sometimes where you're like, I don't know who this person is.
Yeah.
But somehow you're like talking to him like you've known him for years. And you wake up and like, well, who the hell was that?
Yeah.
Like, right. So it's one of those type of figures just in the dream. I don't know who they were. So we're sitting there at this house, and then in walks in like her like sweats and like she just came back from practice, Caitlin Clark. And we're all like, oh, hey, Caitlin. She's like, hey, what's up? How are you? Like, this was not like shocking to us that Caitlin Clark was at this house, at this apartment. And so then she sits down and immediately starts playing with my youngest daughter. And it's like, oh, look at how friendly she is. She's so nice and all this stuff. And I'm just like, and like, as it's happening, I'm like, well, how is this normal? What is going on? Like, everybody else is treating this normal. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And so then at one point we're having this conversation and we're talking about our days. And I said, hey, Caitlin, you should probably know I've been critical of you on my job. I'm on the radio. And she's like, yeah, I know. We talked about this before. And I'm like, yeah, right. And I'm like playing it off like, of course we have. And I'm like, and so then we had this conversation where I'm basically like, but you know that I think you're a great player. And it's just, it's just me. I just have some issues with the arguing with the refs. She's like, that's just ball. I'm just playing basketball. It's no big deal.
You should have stood 10 toes down. You should have told her she sucks.
Right.
She's overrated. You should have said that Kelsey Mitchell's better than her. You should have said all that. You should have stood on business.
I should have. Right. And so then, like, that's basically the dream. Then I wake up and I'm like, what was this dream? And then
this got you in cold sweats.
Well, it got me mad because then I realized, like, I had a chance in my dream. I could have said what I really thought, but instead,
see that right there. That's every athlete's beef with radio and podcasting.
I know,
right there.
I know it is.
That you get on this air and say it all, but when you see them face to face, you don't have that same energy.
No.
See, me, I would say it straight to him.
You've been ducking smoke in your dream, T-Bone.
I will say it on this air, and I will say it straight to him.
I'll just say this. There's a lot of people talking about duck and smoke who have, like, eggs for their profile on Twitter. Like, you can shut up about the duck and smoke. Come out here 3 hours a day for 14 years, talk about this stuff, say the stuff, and then occasionally, years later, you run into the guy who you said can't maybe take a good angle when it comes to tackling. And it's like, you're going to work with that guy. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, Tyvis, how are you?
So you woke up in cold sweats because
I realized I didn't have the stones.
You were scared. Yeah,
I should have said something. I should have said something. But
scared.
But then again, I'm like
petrified.
Is that not a good thing though? Because in reality, that is all it is about. It's like, I don't really dislike Caitlin Clark as a human being. I dislike maybe some of the antics on the court. I dislike the flops. But if I were her, I'd be doing the same thing. Like if I was, when I played basketball at a very much lower level, I'd talk to the ref, like, this guy's pulling my jersey. Like I would get in their face. I would try to antagonize, but I would also make sure the refs knew I was getting fouled. Yeah, of course. So like, the reality is it was just a moment where I had to reflect and I didn't like the reflection. That's what I'm saying.
I thought your dream was going to be related. I don't know if you saw the internet was in a tizzy because the WNBA came out with a player ranking list, and Caitlin Clark was 10th, and a certain section of the population
whites are good.
was very upset that Caitlin Clark was ranked 10th on this list.
Who was 2? Yeah. I know who 1 was.
All I saw was the headline that Caitlin Clark was 10th, and all the people that
you're the producer of the show, Dylan. You bring it up, and then you don't even have the list for us.
All you need to know. You two are the only people that care what the actual ranking of this list is. What most people care about is that Caitlin Clark was 10th, and they're just mad because Caitlin Clark's their favorite WNBA player.
Tyvis, I have a special computer here where I typed in WNBA player rankings, and it immediately pulled up. Here's the top 50 players heading into 2026.
What is wrong with him?
Number 1, again, for people who don't know and don't follow the WNBA, you said this is obvious. It is obvious.
Number 2, because I know
she's number 1. A'ja Wilson, number 1. Las Vegas Aces. She's great. Alyssa Thomas, Phoenix Mercury, number 2.
Okay.
Nafisa Collier, your gal, she's great.
Yeah, she is.
She's
really
number 3
great.
with the Minnesota Lynx. Brianna Stewart, Stewie, with the Liberty, number 4. Jackie Young, another Aces player, is ranked number 5.
She got a jumper.
She's a guard, yeah. Sabrina Ionescu, number 6.
Okay.
Alicia Gray for the Dream, number 7 on this list. Paige Buckets, Dallas Wings, ranked ahead of Caitlin Clark at number 8. Kelsey Plum ranked at number 9 seems a bit of I'm just going to say I'm not fully understanding that. She's a tremendous her career better player, but I don't know if going into this year she's a better. But she averaged 19.5 points a game last year, so very good player. And then Caitlin Clark, like you said, at number 10, right ahead of, and this is wrong, Kelsey Mitchell 11. Wrong. Wrong. Kelsey Mitchell better last year than Caitlin Clark was. Because Caitlin Clark barely played. Kelsey Mitchell, took the fever pretty far by herself.
But you said yourself, Bone, this is about going into this year.
No, but it's based off what they did last year. It's like going into this year, who had the better year last year? She had the better year than Caitlin. Anyway. All right, WNBA player rankings. I didn't know we were going to get there.
The last 2 minutes was for you two and you two alone.
No, I'm just saying. I didn't even know this existed. You bring it up.
The WNBA starts up in next week?
Oh, yeah. Well, see.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Did you see that? Again, now we're just going to do the whole thing on WNBA, but did you see the.
No, I think it's Friday.
What's the
first game on Friday?
What's the woman's name who was top draft pick last year? Haley Van Lith. Did you see her?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
She got cut.
Yeah.
She was a first-round pick last year.
Yeah. The other first-round pick got cut this year. She went to the Valkyrie, right?
Yeah, the player that got traded for Flau'jae Johnson from LSU.
Yeah.
That, again, nobody cares. Not nobody cares, but I know we haven't marketed this radio station as your home for the WNBA, but we do watch it. We all like the WNBA around here, and at least the three of us on this show watch it. So
I didn't like it enough to get into player rankings during the opening segment of our show, but hey, it happened already.
Listen, I'm just telling you. I didn't know I was going to have a dream about Caitlin Clark either, but hey, it's WNBA season apparently. Please don't let that be the thing that gets cut up from this. It's like, oh, he had a dream about Caitlin Clark. Not like that. Just had a dream where she was in it, and it was weird. But yeah, there you go. She's ranked 10th of the WNBA. I guess that's offensive to some people. Whatever.
I don't know. Do they should be one? Because I know they ain't saying that.
Have they watched her play? She couldn't hit a three on the road last year before she got hurt. That's
what the internet thinks. The WNBA would fold if it was.
Lizzie Walt says Sophie Cunningham is number one.
People have a thing for Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, they do.
You're gonna have to explain it to me. I don't see it. But
I don't see it either.
For those who do, I'll let you live. I'm not here to shame in any way on that. All right, coming up, how chaotic is an NFL draft room? We'll let you hear next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Right now, no crashes on your roadways. Busy traffic on 71 near downtown and on I-70 on the west side, but we remain crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tri-State Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Put more money back in your pocket this spring with special rates as low as 8.99% APR on debt consolidation loans from BMI FCU. Transfer your high-interest credit cards today. Apply at bmifcu.org/consolidate.
Save big money in your next project now at Menards. Menards is the leading supplier of quality roof and floor trusses. Choose from our large selection of residential and post-frame trusses or design custom trusses specifically for your project. Get started on your building project today in store or on menards.com. Plus, view our weekly flyer for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition. Yes. Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving. Loyal fans and volunteers. An iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th. Buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
This spring, celebrate the sparkle that she brings to your life with something that sparkles right back. Whether it's for Mother's Day, an anniversary, or just because, Diamond Cellar has the perfect gift for the women who mean the world to you. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Selma Road and at Easton Town Center.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can bowl the winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some chances of showers and thunderstorms across central Ohio this morning. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and mild and breezy with our temperatures in the low 60s. For this afternoon, the first half of the day will be dry, and then as we go into the afternoon and evening, we will see showers and thunderstorms develop. Some could have heavy downpours with gusty winds and highs in the low 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I'm just going to tell you, coming up at 6:30, I may have the greatest question ever asked in a press conference in the history of press conferences. Would you disagree with that, Dylan? This audio that we have?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I think reporters are getting more ballsy with their questions, and I'm a fan of it.
Well, this is the way I think it should be, quite honestly, but this is more of a thing that used to happen when you had 19 newspapers and 15 different radio stations and TV stations that sent their reporters out. Now, with everybody getting consolidated down to like 2 or 1 thing, everybody's afraid of losing their job. So then they go into these, press conferences like, I don't want this team that we're partners with to like get mad at me. And so I don't want to rock the boat. But I found a journalist who apparently does not care about that. And he asked a question yesterday. That's awesome. So you'll hear that coming up in about 10 minutes. We will, about 10, 12 minutes. We'll play that for you. But we also have audio from a new thing that's on ESPN's app. All this video came out yesterday. And I got to tell you, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't realize ESPN had done this. But they have a new documentary, I guess you could call it, sports documentary called The Pick Is In. It's not even a documentary, I guess. It's a behind-the-scenes look at what happened at this year's NFL draft, like literally a week ago. This is...
You like that, don't you?
I mean, it's behind-the-scenes access. It's very quick to get back out there. So this is all fresh in our minds. We remember some of these scenarios and situations. And the audio and video from this is pretty interesting. For example, Caleb Downs got taken by the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yep.
But you'll remember they had pick number 12. They had apparently been trying to move up with the Browns at one point.
They're trying to get to 9, right?
Yeah, they tried to do that, but they eventually settled on swapping picks, and then I think a couple 5th-rounders, you'll hear this, with the Miami Dolphins. But the negotiations took a little bit of time. So what you're about to hear is most of the voice you'll hear is Stephen Jones. He is obviously the son of Jerry Jones. He runs the team kind of now. He runs their draft room. He's calling in the pick. Well, he's calling in confirming with the Dolphins what the picks are going to be, what the trade is going to be. Then they realize, oh, we're on the clock and we don't have very much time. And so he has to very quickly then call it into, or someone has to call it in to the actual NFL, people there at the draft and say, here's our pick, right? So you're going to hear a very chaotic scene. And I apologize. ESPN has made the interesting decision to put violin music under this. So enjoy some violin music along with the Dallas Cowboys draft room.
No, we do. We're 177, 180 if it's 2 5s. Okay, we got it. Fade in. Hold on, guys. Please be quiet.
Maybe turn the violins down. That would help.
Hello, it's good. Hey, this is Steven. Hey, Steven. We're giving them our pick, number 12, and we're giving them 177, 180. Miami. One set. Oh, okay, yep. Are we good? Yes. Turn it in. We have a deal. Okay. Well, it doesn't run the clock. We're on the clock. They're turning it in. We got 10 seconds, 2 seconds. Then it's us on the clock. Then it's us on the clock.
Better hurry up and get it in.
Dallas has submitted its pick. Miami is on the clock.
Caleb Downs.
They snuck it in. Apparently so if you didn't picture that, the video they had has a little graphic on there showing they've got like 10 seconds on the clock once they make this trade. And I was kind of perplexed by this because the video focus is all like, wow, look at how intense this is. But my question instantly goes to how did the Cowboys not have this deal worked out ahead of time with the Dolphins?
That's what I want to know. I want to know the same thing. When we get closer and closer, you should have been on the phone trying to do this the whole time.
Well, you could make the argument, right? They were trying to move up. It didn't work out, but they moved up.
The Browns shot them down.
Yes, that was the report, and that they tried to get up to 9. Or did they try to get up to 6, too?
I thought the whole before it was one of pre-draft. They was always the whole speculation was that the Browns was going to make the trade with the Cowboys to go to 6.
That's right.
So they could draft Sonny Styles though. That was the
the thought. You're right.
But to answer your question, why I wasn't ready, I think I have a theory that maybe the Dolphins were fielding calls for their pick, and so then they called Dallas and said, "Hey, we're taking offers for people to jump up in front of you. Can you beat this?"
That could have been, right? That's fair, because obviously I don't think I wonder about that, because I would have loved to know. Maybe they show this in the actual thing. I haven't watched a full episode. I should probably go do that.
What's interesting is
good work. But I wonder if they were getting that call like 2 minutes before this and they had to make a decision. Right. Do we give up 5th round picks? Because I would think if you called the Dolphins, like who was on the clock at 10, that would have been the Giants, right, with their second pick. If the Giants don't pick Sonny Styles, the Dolphins are next, and the Dolphins, not Sonny Styles. If they don't pick Caleb Downs, then you, as the Dallas Cowboys, are sitting there going, well, we want Caleb Downs. The Dolphins aren't taking him. We'll just wait and get him.
That's what I would. But then someone
had to have called. So you're right. They must have gotten that call then saying, here's what we're getting. What can you do to beat it? And they said, give you 2 5th-round picks.
It's just crazy to me that all it took was 2 5th-round picks.
Well, they moved up 1 spot and to get a player that the Dolphins clearly didn't want. And it was more probably, like you're saying, Dylan, to prevent some other team from moving up.
Because if that theory holds true, if you're Miami, you just want to drop down 1 spot and draft a player that you still wanted to get anyway.
And you still would get.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they say that. So I was listening to Jory Epstein talk because she was in the Browns draft room, and she was talking about when the Browns traded with Kansas City, what went into that, because she obviously was sitting right there. And she was saying that basically they had a good relationship between the front offices. And the only thing Andrew Berry wanted to know was to make sure that you weren't taking an offensive player. And they said, no, we're taking a defensive player. And they said, all right, bet. Boom. Yeah. Made the deal.
Yeah, I wonder how secretive. We were also kind of kicking this around. I wonder how secretive, teams are when it's like that moment.
Yeah.
Like if you're calling the Dolphins and saying, hi, we want to move up. And it's like, oh, why? It's like, oh, I don't want to tell you who we're going to pick. Like, everyone could probably figure that out. They might
take your pick, your player. So it's like, no, I'm not going to trade you. You're going to take the guy that I'm trying to get.
Like, I would think you have to be transparent and say, we're taking Caleb Downs.
You got to trust them, because I can say, I'm taking Ty Simpson and then you don't get the pick, I'm taking Caleb Downs. You can do that too, but that'll burn that relationship forever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's fascinating because whether it's the NFL, the thing that interests me about the NFL draft is not so much. I don't get caught up in the draft grades afterwards because of the fact that we're all working towards, did this player get picked in a spot that makes sense, right? Like, this guy's projected to be a top 20 player. They got him at 34, win. But the reality is, if that guy at 34 is abysmal and out of the league in 2 years, it's not a win. You suck. That was a bad pick. But in the day after the draft, we go, everyone thought this guy would be a top 5 pick, and you got him at 13. That's value.
That's what they said about the Browns. They got 2 players. If you look at, who is it, Daniel Jeremiah's top 25, the Browns got 4 players in the top 25.
Right. So that's why everyone's giving them credit. But I'd be curious to know, and we talked about this last week, like the Jed Wills draft, which was now in hindsight terrible. They gave an A+ because guys like Jedrick Wills were thought to be, he wouldn't be there when the Browns had a pick, and they got him, and he had, a higher grade on him. It doesn't matter, though, the guy can't play. And I'll tell you this, everybody's ripping the Rams for their pick of Ty Simpson because that doesn't help you win, this year. Potentially, assuming Matt Stafford stays healthy, he's not going to probably play much this year, and he's not going to help you win a Super Bowl. I guarantee you, if Ty Simpson is a top 5 quarterback 3 years from now, no one will care they gave up a 13th overall pick to do that. You know what I mean? Like, we're judging it based on the value that you got in this draft, based on what we think these guys are going to do. But what I do care about from the draft is how these people behind the scenes, these GMs and owners and front office people, how they interact and how smart they are and savvy they are with making deals. That interests me. Like, watching these guys in real time, watching Stephen Jones act like he's a person driving around looking for an address in their car. Like, shut up, everyone be quiet. I'm looking for 1312 Shady Lane. Like, the picks, and he's like, guys, quiet down. I'm trying to make a pick here.
I liked Jerry.
I thought that was hilarious.
I liked Jerry Jones in the background being like, send it in.
Send it in.
And then he said,
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, he said that. Of course. He says that all. Like, I got to go to the bathroom now. Excuse me. There's a stall waiting for me with a lovely lady there, allegedly. Photos, whatever. Like, that's the stuff that's cool to me. I get less caught up in the draft grades because we're all prognosticating off of prognostication. We're all going to watch some of these guys who got picked in the top 10 and go, woof, that was a bad pick 2 years from now.
Well, you might not.
No, but every year there's guys. When's the last time we had a top 5 where there wasn't at least one guy where you go, that probably was a reach. That guy probably wasn't that. Turns out that guy wasn't any good. But at the time, we don't know.
All 5 of the top 5?
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we go back and look at the last few drafts.
22? Trayvon Walker went 1, Aiden Hutchinson, Derek Stingley, Sauce Gardner, and Kayvon Thibodeau.
That's a pretty good top
pretty
5.
solid. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 years ago? Like, I'm saying, like, that's just the top 5. If we expanded that to top 10, for sure we would find busts every single year.
You're asking too much.
That's my point.
That's 2024. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, and Joe Alt.
Okay.
Malik Neighbors.
Yes, but like going into this offseason, we wouldn't have said that about Caleb Williams. There were a lot of questions about Caleb Williams going into this season. Now, fewer. And you know what? 2 years from now, everyone may go back and say, "Oh yeah, never mind."
Well, heck, Marvin, the one that's holding it back.
Well, okay, right. There's that too. Right. So that's why this stuff doesn't. I like the behind the scenes stuff more than anything.
The Browns win the draft grade competition every single year, T-Bone. That's why they draft.
Oh, every year it seems like they do. Yeah. We have audio of one of the greatest questions ever asked in a press conference. I told you about this earlier. We'll play it for you in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Tuesday. Still no crashes on your roadways and very light traffic across the metro right now. Watching things pick up in a couple areas. I-70 as you come in from the west side and on 315 near campus. But again, we remain crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Come into your local AAA Tire and Auto Service and save up to $75 on brake service. Save $25 on brake replacement for one axle or $75 off for brake replacement for 2 axles. Terms apply. Offer ends May 30th. See store for details.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Bring your landscape back to life with an unbeatable deal from Ohio Mulch. 5 bags of premium mulch for just $10. You choose from absolute black, brown, or red to make your flowers pop and your curb appeal shine. Whether you're refreshing flower beds or finishing up that weekend project, Ohio Mulch, they have everything you need to make it look like a pro did it.
Ohio Mulch, landscape supply, cleaner, greener, better.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, it is a Tuesday, so you know what that means around these parts.
It's Hot Take Tuesday!
Get us your hot takes at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter or go to the YouTube chat. It's already active live. Lots of people in there. I saw Quentin is in there. I saw Rusty, of course, is in there. Alex the King is in there. Wizzy Walt, AJ Hawks, Tua, and many more. You can
also
be a part of it.
You can also go to the record audio section on the fan app, tap the microphone, and leave us a message, and we'll play it live on the air.
Yeah, put your hot takes in there. We'll get them to you. Just if you go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You can get in the chat, or like Tyvis said, go to the app, hit record audio, and leave us your hot take that way. Plenty of ways for you to interact with us this morning. And we will get to your hot takes in a minute, but I don't know if we can call this a hot take, but it's definitely a hot question. Let me set the scene for you in Toronto, what's happening right now with their hockey program up there in the Toronto Maple Leafs. So they're bad. They know they were bad. Now they're at a situation where they may have Austin Matthews not returning to the team. They traded, Mitch Marner went away last year. Fans are getting restless, okay? So they are hiring a new general manager. And I believe it's like the third general manager in 4 years for them or something like that. So not been great up there, right? Mm-hmm. They're a little restless. The guy that they hired is named John Chayka, okay? If you don't know hockey, not familiar with this guy's resume, that's okay. Previously, he was with the Yotes, the Phoenix, then Arizona Coyotes, a franchise that now is called the Utah Mammoth, but at one point was Arizona, right? So this is August 2020, he was there. He had already resigned by this point. But part of the issue was he resigned like a week before the playoffs, and management was not happy with him. Ownership was not happy with him. He had 3 years left on his deal, and they decided to enforce that and said, you can't work anywhere else. Well, he tried to get another job, tried to go around the rules. The league suspended him for a year because of that. Also, he had another issue where it came out that while he was with the Coyotes, his group was apparently working out players before they were working out prospects before the combine, which is not allowed. So that was another violation that he had. He had multiple controversies. He was kind of viewed as, this John Chayka, viewed as a... You
know who he looked like?
Who does he look like?
On a quick glance?
Go ahead.
He looked like Fernando Mendoza.
Well, you know what? He's got
when I first clicked on it, I said, that looked like Fernando Mendoza.
So John Chayka, this is a famous anecdote about him, was that when he came into Arizona, he had a desk where he had all this data. He's a data analytics guy. They hired him.
Oh, my goodness.
When he took the job in Arizona, you know how old this guy was?
Well, he's 36 right now.
He was 28 when he became the general manager of an NHL franchise, okay? He is a big analytics guy, and apparently the anecdote is on his desk in Arizona, he had 6 computers with monitors up that had all this data and everything on it. People would walk by him like, look at that. He looks like a Wall Street trader. He's got all these computers going. This guy's a genius. Well, when the next regime came in after this guy left, the new GM came into his office, and he's trying to like get all these computers to turn on, and only one of them worked. And so he calls the IT guy in and says, hey, I can't get logged into any of these other computers. None of them seem to be working. He was like, oh, yeah, they were dummy computers. John just had those set up to look like there was stuff on it. These are just like, it's just running like a program that just plays these little stats and graphics. There's no actual computer. There's just one computer.
You kidding me?
No, I'm not. This man,
what is going on?
This John Chayka is kind of known in the NHL among leadership as a joke. All right? So that's the scene now as
the Maple Leafs hired
the Toronto Maple Leafs, who I would say a good comparison to the NFL with the Toronto Maple Leafs is the Dallas Cowboys. In that, everyone knows the logo. Lots of people claim to be fans of theirs, and they haven't won anything in a very, very long time, right? Like, that's basically the Dallas Cowboys in the NFL. That's Toronto, even more so in the NHL. They haven't won a Stanley Cup since the 60s, Tyvis.
This is unbelievable.
All right. So here is what Steve Simmons, who is the Toronto Sun, that's where he works. Steve Simmons asked this question of the guy who made the hire, the CEO of Maple Leaf Sports Entertainment, Keith Pelly. This is who he directs his question at.
Was John sitting there?
John is sitting right next to Keith Pelly. John Chayka, Keith Pelly, both sitting right there. Here's the question.
Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun, for Keith. You talk about the due diligence that you did on John prior to hiring him and now hiring him. In the past, say, 3 to 4 days, I have been in contact with about 20 people who work in the National Hockey League, many of whom are prominent names that we would all know. And of the 20 people I spoke to, one was supportive of John's hiring, and the other 19 thought it was a sham, to be perfectly honest. Words were used like con artist, liar, salesman. How did you come to a different conclusion than I was able to come to in a very short time?
I must have talked to different people.
That's it? Because the hockey world today is astounded by this announcement.
Okay.
And your response to that?
Is we've conducted due diligence, and it was deep due diligence. It was a thorough process, and I'm quite happy with where we've landed.
Dude, that question is awesome, by the way.
All
awesome.
I know is, what you say that the president, you say CEO?
Keith Pelly.
He got his neck all the way out.
It is all the way out there, right?
If this goes south and the Maple Leafs don't do nothing good next year, they all getting fired. It's a clean sweep.
This guy was so controversial that when he left, one of the scandals that he had ended up resulting in the Coyotes forfeiting their 2020 second-round pick in the NHL draft and their 2021 first-round pick. This guy has cost a franchise like potentially 2 franchise players, right? You should be able to in the first and second round of an NHL draft. It's a crapshoot, right? But if you're really good at your job, you should be able to use those picks to get pretty good, at least one good player out of that. They had to give that up because of this guy. And now Toronto is saying, great, now we got to deal with this guy. But suppose now you're wondering,
he better come in. They better be in the cup. They better be going playing for the cup next year.
If you're wondering why this guy even got the job, the answer is he has been brilliant in the business world. Apparently, he has an analytics data company that has netted results for like actual businesses that are not NHL teams.
Paul Podesta.
Yeah, right. Like he's more like that, where it's like this guy's viewed as a brainiac in other circles. Let's bring him in and let him run our hockey team. But the last time he did that, it did not go well.
Paul Podesta.
Right. Yes. And so now another team is taking a big swing to see if that'll fix it.
Bone,
so yeah,
I know you want to praise this journalist. And I know not all journalists can be like our journalist here on the show, Tyvis, and just name their sources on the air.
Get out of here.
But I kind of hate how he was like, I talked to 20 people.
Why?
Some of which you would definitely know because they're big names, but because of this source culture we have, I can't name them out loud. But you would know them if I could.
Oh, listen. I'll tell you.
Made me throw up in my mouth.
Did it really?
Yes.
Because I mean, like he's probably not sitting there in the press conference going, let me name drop all the guys that I talked to. But also, like,
he couldn't.
No, but also, like, Paul Bissonnette.
I didn't need that tidbit. Is what.
Okay,
I'm saying.
how about this?
That was a flex.
Paul Bissonnette, who is on TNT broadcast, Spittin' Chicklets, former player, Toronto guy, all that. Paul Bissonnette came out yesterday and said, "I'm out on this franchise because of this hire." This is a guy who has, again, like a Pat McAfee level voice in hockey, and he's come out and said, that's like McAfee essentially saying, because of who the Colts hired a GM, I'm out on the Colts now. Like, that's Paul Bissonnette yesterday. It's not just this journalist. Like, he's not wrong. Around the hockey world, this is getting roundly booed. And yet Toronto's like, we hired the right guy. We think we did the right thing. So if you think your franchise tortures you, as much as I don't feel bad for Toronto fans because they largely tend to be jerks towards the Jackets fans, but whatever. I'm kind of watching this with some schadenfreude, but I'm also like genuinely feeling for the fans who just want to see their hockey team be successful. I don't think this is the move, but we'll find out. Anyway, a great question. More of that in journalism, please. Morning Wood coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. Watching things pick up in a couple areas, including on 161 out in New Albany. Also seeing things get busy on 33 on the southeast side, but we are still crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
They say great customer service is a thing of the past, but not at Newman Roofing. Quality products, expert installers, and a team you can trust is the core foundation at Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF today to have your roofing, siding, or gutters replaced this spring, or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers, tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
How do you make a UDF ice cream quake? Easy. Pick any flavor of UDF ice cream, add your favorite mix-ins, and you've got a quake. Now, how do you pick your flavors and mix-ins? That's the hard part. Ice cream quakes, only at United Dairy Farmers.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Spring is here, but if you're still feeling exhausted with no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. You can book a free testosterone test at Low T Center and see if you qualify for TRT customized to you. Head to lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Unlock a $300 cashback reward when you spend $3,000 with a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union, giving your budget a little extra breathing room. Apply at Kemba.org. Offer ends June 30th, 2026. Restrictions apply. Variable rate product. Equal opportunity lender. Qualified spend limited to the first 90 days.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones, and all on the T-Mobile network.
Ah, how about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Net available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Hot Take Tuesday in effect right now. This is a hot take that is coming to us from, let's see. We'll start here with Quentin. Said Hot Take Tuesday. Jameis Winston throwing 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions is by far the most impressive thing I've seen a quarterback do. I mean, that is his hot take. I don't know that we could translate that to everyone has to agree with that, but he's saying that's the most impressive thing for him.
Isn't that also, is it the case that Jameis Winston had that season pre-LASIK surgery?
Yeah, that's true. Because if he had the LASIK surgery, maybe he doesn't do the 30 interceptions. 30 touchdowns, though. I mean, I know the NFL, everybody now, all the rules are set up differently. It's easier to be a quarterback than it ever has been in the NFL in the sense that you get protected more. I don't know that the defenses are less complex or anything, but throwing 30 touchdowns and also 30 interceptions, we may never see that again. What do you think of that hot take, Tyvis? That it's the most impressive thing Quentin's ever seen. Jameis Winston throwing 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
You know what's crazy is if you had Jameis for fantasy that year, he actually was really good in fantasy.
Sure.
But 30 picks.
30 picks.
That's ridiculous.
30.
What was is that the highest ever in a single season?
I would have to guess that in most seasons, if you throw 20, they're saying you're not playing anymore. Like, it's also a function of the fact that usually you don't get the opportunity to throw 30 picks.
George Blanda,
whoever that guy is,
played for the Houston Oilers in 1962.
George Blanda is an all-time great. I'm just kidding.
He threw for 40. He threw 42 picks. Vinny Testaverde threw for 35.
Did Vinny throw 35 picks? Wow. Who was that? Was that when he was with the Browns, or who was that with?
1988. Who was he with in 88?
The Bucks.
Oh, the Bucks. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Buccaneers had two quarterbacks.
Well, was that at first year or one of the first years where the Bucks were just objectively terrible?
Picks.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying in the modern NFL, I feel like if you start eking over 20, they're just not. No one has the patience to let you go out there and keep throwing picks. I don't know that we'll ever see someone throw 30 picks again. Like
not today.
Yeah, I'm saying but Jameis did that in modern times. It's not going to happen very often again. I wouldn't think, because they would have a young guy on the roster. Fans would be demanding that they see the next guy get out there. But
he only threw 13 touchdowns that year too.
Who, Vinny did?
Yeah, that's terrible. He threw 35 picks and 13 touchdowns. That's terrible.
That feels gross. All right, let's switch gears.
It's good to know where you stand on the important issues. Oh, my. This is Morning Wood.
All right, Dylan, Morning Wood, question number 1, please.
For $250,000, so $250,000, would you eat just a salad for the rest of your life? And I'm talking about a real salad.
For a quarter?
What does that mean?
Like, we're not throwing fried chicken and bacon bits into every salad you're eating.
For the rest of my life?
For the rest of your life.
$250,000?
Yes.
No.
I'm not either.
No.
Should have made the money. What about
so now I'm a vegetarian.
What if I double it?
Well, okay. Well, hang on. Wait, hold on.
That's chump change. No.
Wow. Must be nice, Tyvis. Chump change.
I'm just saying. That's
not chump change.
$250,000 for the rest of my life to eat? No.
I mean, all right. I'm giving this some serious thought.
You're not going to be happy.
No, you're not. You're exactly right.
Correct.
I'm saying like
Isn't that what
250
life is
grand.
about? Being happy? Ain't that at the end of the day? You know how long it takes people to truly be happy? Some people don't reach true happiness until they like 50.
Some people don't reach it ever, Tyvis.
That's true.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think that 250,000, if you invested it wisely, never touched it, and like let it go for 20 years, would it turn into an amount of money that would then be like, oh, okay, well, all right, I'm not eating the way I want to, but I have enough money to literally like do whatever I want for the rest of my life? Probably not. Like it'd still be good money. You'd be able to like retire on it eventually, but yeah, I don't think that would be enough for me to give up like enjoying literally anything other than salad.
If you say bread,
I wish I could.
What's the
you
number?
give up bread?
What's
for $250,000?
You just said that was chump change, and now you're saying it like, oh,
Man,
yes, of
bread
course.
is out of here. I don't care for it no way.
See, that's because you don't like bread.
Get me some lettuce and wrap it up.
I don't know that there is pickles. I would give up pickles for 250. Like of foods that I like, I don't know if there is a food I would give up. Pizza? No way.
What's the number?
No, never. You could probably set it at $2 million,
Pizza
and I think about. I don't know if I'd get rid of pizza for $2 million. My wife would kill me, but I think for $2 million, I'd still be like, it's pizza though.
What's the number for salads only for the rest of your life?
$250 million.
Yeah, yes, like you gotta give me the type of money where I can. Yeah, I gotta at some point. Then I'm getting a surgery to have my tongue removed too, so I just never talk. Everybody would love that. I never talk, and I never have to taste food again, and it's just I'm out on that now. Yeah, that'd be it. Feed me with a tube, and then I got $250 million. Yeah, I don't know. That's rough. There's no way for 250 grand. Get out of here with that. Morningwood question number 2.
Who would you say is an underrated actor? This question was inspired. I watched Boondock Saints again the other day.
Oh, good movie.
William Dafoe, man, that guy. I feel like he does not get credit that he deserves.
Is Willem Dafoe? Is he underrated?
I think he is.
Wood Harris.
See, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know. That's Julius off of Remember the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many roles Wood Harris has played
People
in?
don't realize. You're right.
Wood Harris did play a serious role, goofy role, football player, hustler, drug dealer, inspirational father, trainer. Yeah. Wood Harris is very versatile.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm trying to think here off the top of my head. There's a guy named Ben Foster. Are you aware of this dude? Probably not. He's one of those like that guys that you would see and be like, oh, okay, now I remember him. He's also been in a ton of movies. Like he's been in X-Men movies. He was in that. Did you ever see 3:10 to Yuma?
Yeah.
No.
He was like villain in that. He's also, and again, I'm very high on this movie, Hell or High Water, that came out a few years ago, and I just discovered this. Like,
oh, that's the one where you was talking with Bo.
Yeah,
yeah.
The guy who wrote Yellowstone wrote that.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
He is like a co-star in that movie, and he's excellent. Like,
yeah, I gotta watch that one.
Yeah,
that one looked good.
He's a guy that you've definitely seen that just. I don't think. Again, I say Ben Foster. We all have to Google him, but like, yeah, I'd say a good underrated actor there. Another Morningwood for me. Morningwood number 3, Dylan.
Would you trade Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum for Giannis?
In a second. Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's kind of a done deal.
Okay, let me refresh that. If you're the Bucks, would you trade?
Okay. I thought you were saying
Are you doing this deal?
You know what? Here's what would happen. Here's what I predict would happen. If you traded Jason Tatum, let's say Jason Tatum goes to the Bucks, and in return, they get the Celtics get Giannis.
Celtics is winning it
Celtics would win a championship, and the Bucks would be like, it would be more like when Sacramento gets a good player, where you're like, oh, that guy's putting up like 25 and 8 a night, and like he'd be dominating
Jason Tatum
on that team.
If Jason Tatum goes to the Bucks for Giannis, he would be Devin Booker.
There you go. Yeah, great comparison. Like, put up some numbers,
but they do nothing.
They do nothing. That's what.
Maybe
that's what
they had one championship run with Chris Paul and them, but that was it. They ain't sniffed it since.
We went the same way, just different purple team we picked there. But yeah, same thing. You would the guy would score a ton of points and he would do nothing for you as far as winning stuff. Cavs tonight starting up. Is that right?
That is right.
Yeah.
Look at Coach Beard in the chat. Avon Barksdale. What you look at? He watching The Wire. See what I'm saying? Wood Harris, versatile.
Yeah, you've been watching The Wire. You've been going back and watching it. You said that you watched it when you were a kid.
I did.
That's a unique to you thing. I don't think most
when
people
you say
watch
it, like it's your parents is watching it. They might have fell asleep and you like moseyed in there and you like looked at it. But like, of course, I mean, I knew some of the stuff. I didn't know some of the stuff. It's not like I was like seeking it out, like, The Wire's on, let's watch it. No, it was like I just happened to catch it on TV when I was a kid, knowing I shouldn't have been watching.
Wood Harris is also in One Battle After Another, which is like one of the big movies from this year.
Getting
that
a lot of pub. Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't that Leonardo DiCaprio, the one where he's like crazy?
Didn't he win like a
he won a whole bunch of awards for it, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out then.
Cavs Pistons tonight. NBCSN and Peacock is where you can watch that. Detroit is a 3.5-point favorite in that one for what it's worth.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Hey, they're favored by 3.5.
Why, because it's in Detroit?
Yeah, probably.
Get out of here.
Cavs money line? Cavs on the money line?
That's a fact.
On the money line. I like that.
That's a fact.
First round pick who asked for a trade is not getting his way. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. Watching things pick up in a couple areas, including on 161 out in New Albany. Also seeing things get busy on 33 on the southeast side, but we are still crash-free right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Living life isn't about dealing with pain or fighting through it. It's about doing the things you want without the thought of pain. Let me introduce you to the man with the plan, and it's Dr. Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics. They're located in Dublin and Gahanna. As a former professional athlete, running and jumping was very painful. I couldn't play in the backyard with my kids without feeling pain. Now I'm beating them in every sport and having fun bonding with them. They're helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, hips, and shoulders. Now they're moving, sleeping, golfing, running without surgery or long-term recoveries. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal. QC Kinetics finally gives it the right tools. Get back to the version of you that doesn't map out a route based on where you can sit or avoid stairs. The longer inflammation sits, the more damage it does. So this isn't a I'll get around to a situation. Right now is the right time, and the first step doesn't cost you a thing. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on brakes?
We mark Duralast brake pads down to free.
Free Duralast brake pads?
When you buy 2 rotors.
Can I get Duralast Gold pads for free?
With 2 Duralast Gold rotors, and there's a lifetime warranty on brake pads.
That's a huge markdown for like so many miles.
Save on brakes and more during Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Hey everybody, it's Berm here, Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan. Last year I heard Austin's 40 by the 4th message just like everybody else, and I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then I did what a lot of people do, nothing. And that's why I like Reclaim by Awaken 180 so much now because it's really about finally taking the advice of people who've actually done it and gotten real results. This is not people guessing. This is not people talking. People who've been there, who I finally listened to. And I dropped 35 pounds in just 7 weeks with Awaken 180. Then I lost 5 more in free maintenance mode. That's why this hits different for me now. Reclaim by Awaken 180 gives you a clear plan, a defined window, and a real finish line. And if you want a powerful goal inside that window, 40 by the 4th is right there. It's not eventually. It's not one of these days. It's right now. So maybe this year, you do what I should have done last year. Go to awaken180weightloss.com, 844-346-1800. Awaken180weightloss.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 5-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cincinnati Reds blew a 9th inning lead and lost in walk-off fashion to the Chicago Cubs 5-4. The Redlegs will try to snap their 4-game losing streak tonight. Coverage from Wrigley Field starts just after 7 on the Fan 2. The Cleveland Guardians dropped their second consecutive game after falling to the Kansas City Royals 6-2. The Guards will be back in action tonight. First pitch from Kauffman Stadium is scheduled at 7:40. A couple of game ones in the association last night. The Knicks blew out the 76ers 137-98, while the Timberwolves shocked the Spurs 104-102. The Cavs will be in Detroit for game 1 of their second round matchup tonight with tip-off at 7 o'clock. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty and get a cash offer today. 614-470-2000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Happy voting day to you. Election day.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, Election Day.
Taco Tuesday.
And, well, all that in plus, it is, of course, a Hot Take Tuesday. That was extraordinarily loud. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why. It was at the same volume it usually is. It played louder. Let's try it again. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why that happened. Dylan, do we have any hot takes?
Yes, from Mario. Sheetz is quickly becoming the fast food destination of our family. 2 hot dogs, 4 chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5 is maybe the best deal in food currently.
Okay,
Say that one more. What's the deal?
That is a great deal.
What's the
yes,
deal?
give it again for people who weren't paying attention because that is really good.
2 hot dogs, 4 chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5.
Okay,
that beats the biggie bag.
For $5, yeah. Biggie bag's up over $5 usually now anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's not $5.
The biggie bag ain't $5?
No.
At Wendy's.
They kind of changed the way
McDonald's?
they do that now. McDonald's, what I get is the meal deal at McDonald's, which is the fry, the McChicken, or the fry and the McDouble with the drink for
They took the nuggets out of it.
Oh, no, it comes with nuggets, too. 4 nuggets.
And how much is that?
$5.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's
they
not...
got that. The Wendy's doesn't really do the 4 for $4. That's gone.
Yeah,
it's never coming back.
And then they
the
did
5 for $5 might not ever come back.
Let me tell you right now, if they bring the 5 for $5 back, you think I'm big now. Just wait. I will be big I will be unbelievably big if they bring back 5 for $5 at Arby's.
I just saw a McDonald's commercial where they were touting how great it is that they're selling the McDouble for $2.50.
Oh my!
Back in my day, it used to be $1.
$1.
Yeah, because you won't put an extra piece of cheese on it, so that's why I was supposed to buy it for 99 cents, which I would.
That's why you don't get
because I would say fine.
You don't get the McDouble. You get a double cheeseburger to get the extra piece of cheese.
Yeah, but then they charge you like $4 for that. For the extra piece of cheese, it's like $4. I just bring a slice from home. I got a whole pack of it for like $3.
Go home and slap another
Just
slice
bring
on
one
there.
of my own American cheese slices. Just pop it on there. Why not?
By the way, a proud dad moment for me the other day. My daughter just was continuing to trash American cheese. That's the worst cheese that there is.
Well, your daughter apparently doesn't understand what hamburgers are because they're not meant for cold cuts. I agree with you on that. If you put them on a cold sandwich, you're doing it wrong. Get a better cheese.
Right.
But when it comes to making a burger and you want to melt a piece of cheese on it, it's literally designed to do that.
Yes.
That's what it's best at.
That's the only purpose it serves, though,
Yes.
is for melting purposes.
Or you know what? Not just burgers. If you're making like an egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich or some kind of breakfast sandwich and you want to get a melty cheese on there, that's great too. But if you want something that's going to stand up and be a little more substantial, yeah, you don't go with that.
I think if it was called anything else but American cheese, more people would have this opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
White American cheese.
I've heard some people are fans of that.
Yeah, the whites are good.
Sure. Hey, speaking of the whites, I have a question, Tyvis, that does involve different communities' knowledge of things. Because you've often asked me, like, did this not make it in your community, right? So I have a question for you on your community growing up. Did Dolly Parton ever cross over?
No.
To your community? No?
I don't even, I know the name, but I don't know.
You don't know 9 to 5?
No. What
You're
is
not-
that?
Her most famous song.
One of her most famous songs. There was
How
literally
does it
she was
sing
in
it?
a
How
movie.
how does it go?
Working 9 to 5. You
What
gotta
a
try
way
to make a living. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's right.
Never heard of it in my life.
There was a
I
movie
gotta
also
listen
called
to
9
it
to
in the-
5
I
that
gotta
she
listen
was
to it in
in.
the break.
That came from. You really? Wow. Okay. That's fine. No,
We have it in the system, but I don't know how much of stuff we're allowed to play. So
Play it. I don't
all
care.
right.
Who cares?
It has a long intro.
How much
as well, so you might have
then,
to talk over.
Then
it
never
for a
mind. Then
second.
don't play it. I'm
Okay.
sorry. We'll play it in the break for Tyvis because I think most of you. Anyway, I saw this that the 11-time Grammy winner, she had to cancel some shows here because apparently she's having some health issues, and I was like, oh no, because Dolly Parton is an age that is older than you would expect, right? Like
It's not older than I expect. She's an old woman.
She's 80.
Is she 80?
Yes.
All right. So like an 80-year-old saying, I've got health issues and have to step back from my stage show at 80, let her live. The fact she's even still touring and performing and all that stuff. But apparently the health issues that she's having right now are kidney stones. So that's not great. And apparently that's caused some other issues like with her immune system, whatever. But she says, she hopes to get back. She has a Las Vegas residency. So she'll be hopefully getting back to that soon. But
Look, I've thought this long before these health issues have come to light. I've needed Dolly Parton to stop singing for about 15 years.
Well,
I don't like.
Okay.
I don't. Once performers get above like 65, I do not want to see them in concert. I have no desire.
Dylan,
stay home.
Yes, but there is a part, like, I'll tell you right now.
So
if
once
you
Taylor Swift hits 65, you don't
stay
want to
home.
see it?
Dolly Parton doesn't
Cap.
sound like Dolly Parton anymore. She just sounds like an old lady singing a song.
Yes, but she's always kind of had a similar, like how she sounds now. She has that like little mouse voice, and she's always kind of sounded like that.
I completely disagree.
Okay,
I think her voice is just trash.
Yeah, it's not as good as it was. I'll give you that. Here's all I'm going to say. I've never seen Dolly Parton live. If tomorrow they said, hey, she's back and you've got tickets, she's in town, you want to go see her? Yeah, I'd go see Dolly Parton. She's an icon. She's a legend. And she does a lot of good for a lot of people. So.
Like, I hate that they keep parading Willie Nelson out here year after year.
I do feel bad for Willie.
Just leave this man
I don't,
alone.
but again,
leave him on his bus with his weed, okay?
That's all Willie Nelson. Tyvis, Willie Nelson? Any crossover there? Are we aware of Willie Nelson?
I know who Willie Nelson is.
Okay. So, see, I'm just trying to find out what everybody knows and what they don't.
Where the weed at?
Yeah, that's Willie Nelson. He was asking that for a long time.
But now it's more like, where the
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like, but again, here's what I don't know. is he being shoved out there like, get out there, old man, sing these songs? And he's like, I don't want to. I just want to smoke. Or is it him saying, I love doing this and I will never stop singing and I want to go out there and tour?
I got a friend that just sent me a text. He says that Dolly Parton music made it to the black community, but it's only because Whitney Houston sang her song.
That's exactly right. That's something we could have brought up.
I Will Always Love You, right?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
And
yes, that song that's a Dolly Parton song that then Whitney Houston obviously covered, but took it to new heights.
Shout out to my homie Darrell. He on his way to work. He said he's going in the building, but he heard that and had to text me.
Is that your friend who works in the industry, or is that
no?
I don't know who's you've got friends. You have your friend that works in the adult film industry. You told us about it.
Mario in the chat is on one. He said, "Give me Muffet and Dolly on a senior early birds discount double day for Sheetz hot dogs."
I don't know what any of the. I don't know what that means.
Is that the Notre Dame
Muffet McGraw?
Yes. He wants to take Muffet and Dolly out on a double date for Sheetz hot dogs.
That's messed up.
Listen, you know what?
That's messed up.
I will say this:
he crazy. He is crazy.
If we were playing, listen. If we were playing "Hear Me Out" and you said Muffet McGraw, I'd listen. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yo, he out of line, man.
What's wrong with that? It's a question. The first round pick who asked for a trade and is not getting his way, that would be Anthony Richardson. Apparently, remember how he was like, I want to be traded, and the Colts were like, cool, find a trade partner, I guess, and then nothing happened.
He found out nobody wants him.
This go figure. This happens when you check yourself out of a football game. Now nobody is interested in developing you.
It's almost like being in a relationship with a woman and then thinking that you bigger than what you are, and like, I want to see what else is out there. She goes, go ahead, and then you get out there and nobody wants you. Yeah. That's what's happening to Anthony Richardson right now.
Bigger in what way? You didn't say better. You said bigger. That was a choice, my friend, is all I'm saying.
Clearly, they're going to Tri-State Men's Health.
Yeah, I'm just saying their choices were made.
You need length and girth.
So, yeah. Apparently, General Manager Chris Ballard recently decided to say that Anthony Richardson, it's possible he could remain with the team. Yeah, in the sense that no one wants to trade for him, and unless you decide to cut him, he'll be on the team. But
I'm lost. Is Indiana Jones starting the season out with him?
Isn't he still recovering?
His Achilles.
He's still recovering.
So technically, the starting quarterback job is open right now.
Did they? Yeah, you're
it's
probably
between
right.
him and Riley Leonard.
Oh, sure. Well, that's. Then I would hope if you're Anthony Richardson.
That's what I'm saying.
You would think you could beat out Riley Leonard.
Riley Reed.
Whoever he is. Yeah. Good. Well, okay.
I mean,
I'm with you.
Daniel
but
Jones is playing week 1 off a torn Achilles.
Listen, this is
good medicine out there now.
This is what's happening. The Colts are just waiting for whoever the Browns are going to eventually eject from their quarterback room and just be like, yeah, come on over. You can play for us.
They're going to sign Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because he may come. Maybe not. Maybe he won't come back to the Steelers. One of the biggest examples of loser talk we've ever heard coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, watching traffic pick up in New Albany, right near 161 and 62. Also seeing busy traffic at the 76-70 split coming in from the west side on I-70, but no major crashes right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Not all dental practices are the same. Most do a little bit of everything.
Primarily maintenance and teeth cleanings.
But where do you go when you need serious restoration? Who can give you a brand new smile that's comfortable?
At Runyon Dental Group, we are trained experts in restorative dentistry.
Restoration is all we do.
We can give you a gorgeous, new, comfortable, healthy smile, no matter what the condition of your teeth.
Even if you have no teeth, and we can do it comfortably.
Runyon Dental Group.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville and Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Every student deserves a great public education. And this Teacher Appreciation Week, we're saying thank you to the dedicated professionals who make that possible. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing, inviting you to join us in celebrating Ohio's great public school educators. Tell us about a great teacher making a big difference, and they could win a vacation package from NEA member benefits or other prizes, including pizza for their students. Go to ohea.org/thank-a-teacher to nominate a teacher today.
Last year, Eric Reeser and T-Bone staged the first annual Fan 5K. People had a good time and no one died. So we decided to do it all again. It all goes down Saturday, June 20th in Otterbein.
Presented by the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center.
Will Reeser's muscular calves explode? Will T-Bone's beard choke him while running? More importantly, will Tyvis, Common Man, and Timmy make total fools of themselves? Maybe. Magic 8 Ball says signs point to yes. Register today at 971therace.com. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some chances of showers and thunderstorms across central Ohio this morning. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and mild and breezy with our temperatures in the low 60s. For this afternoon, the first half of the day will be dry, and then as we go into the afternoon and evening, we will see showers and thunderstorms develop. Some could have heavy downpours with gusty winds and highs in the low 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, now's the time to call Comer and Cross and transform your garage with a gleaming new Comer and Cross garage floor. Maybe your garage has those exposed concrete floors, the stains, the cracks, maybe even pits. You got them in your garage floor. You wanted to get rid of them, maybe you even tried. You got an epoxy job, you got a paint job. It didn't work, it didn't do the job, and now that stuff's peeling up, and you think there's no help. I can't get it fixed. My garage floor is just always going to suck. It's not. You'll love what you get from Comer and Cross, and you'll love the price right now, because if you call them today at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, they're going to take 50% off installation. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 50% off installation from Comer and Cross. And that is the gold standard in garage floors. They'll install it in a day. Their pros will come in, take everything out of your garage, so you don't have to worry about that. They'll put the new floor down, and you will feel like $1 million when you see this floor, and you see how it transforms your garage. Comer and Cross garage floor, 50% off installation, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or ComerCross.com. That's COMER Cross.com. Tyvis, do we have any hot takes today for a Hot Take Tuesday?
Let me look. I haven't really been looking in the chat. Let me look.
Hot take there. Tyvis not looking at the chat. That's new. That usually doesn't happen.
A lot of people are upset because they apparently listen to Dolly Parton. A lot of black people listen to Dolly Parton. I guess I'm the only one that don't.
Well,
I've seen that.
Can I fire off a hot take that I gave you during the break?
Me?
What was that?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Cheshire Market, not it for me.
Wow, it was a
3-seed in Pizza Madness?
It was.
Cheshire was a 3-seed?
I'm pretty sure.
No, it wasn't.
I'm almost positive.
I don't remember what
I don't think it was that high because it was. I don't feel
Maybe
like it was
last
a seed.
I think it was. I don't remember what seed it was, but I'll tell you this: like I went there. When did I go? Like probably during Pizza Madness, like a couple months ago, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was very good. It's not typically the style of pizza I would go out like and seek out, but if I lived up there, I'd get it all the time. It seemed pretty good to me.
You see, that was the first time I went there. My girlfriend recommended it. I went there. Joshua Perry recommended it.
Yeah.
When I went into the store, I wasn't expecting to enter an alternate reality, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So is it the pizza or the ambiance? Because that's different.
I tried to tell you that.
What was it an alternate reality of? I mean, it's a gas station that serves pizza, Dylan. Like, you should have been aware it's not going to be like your typical pizzeria. What was the problem?
To me, the crowd was like the people that lived in that area like 20 years ago before the snobby former NFL players like Josh Perry and Tyvis Powell moved into the area.
That's
like
crazy.
The day ones.
That's right.
Attend there.
Okay, so your issue.
I was fine with I was fine with the population and the environment. The pizza was
Cheshire was a 9-seed.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I just want to ask this question. So you said the reason you didn't like Cheshire Market was because you walked in.
And has nothing to do with the pizza.
You saw people who live in that area went there for pizza. Is that what I'm getting?
Okay. That's not what I said.
Well, what are you saying?
This was just an additional tidbit as a part of my visit to Cheshire Market.
Let's focus on the pizza. What was your issue? What did you not like about it?
I thought it was kind of soggy. Could have been cooked more. It was like not saucy enough and very gooey.
I'll give you this. At least when I had it, it was cooked well. The cheese, what I got from it was there was a good amount of melting in the cheese, and it didn't have the hold that a really leopard spotted pizza would have, where you like cut into it and you barely get a cheese pool because it's kind of the cheese has been a little overdone. I like a more well done pie. I wouldn't have qualified this as a well done pizza, but it was still like in the overly well done. You know what I mean? Where it's crispy. Right. But it was good. I like it.
They all taste similar, so.
You did not have that same feeling when we actually were doing this. You were like, I actually think it does taste different.
No, it's a slight difference, but it's all similar.
Stop.
What was the place, what one that you didn't like, where I said you was crazy? They won the one, who won the bracket this year? Pizza House.
Pizza House, yeah.
I did also have not nice things to say about Pizza House.
See, so maybe you just suck.
I'm about to say, Dylan, maybe it's you. because you really had me messed up. When they brought it here for the championship and I had to try, I had a thought in my head like, this ain't going to be that good. And I ate it, and I was like, this is fine. I don't know what Dylan talking about.
I wanted Flyers to win Pizza Madness.
Oh, okay.
That's where I was
That's
at.
fine.
You like a more sweet sauce.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's just a difference of taste, and that's fine. But yeah, so Cheshire Market, not for you.
The chat will enjoy the aftermath of me going to Cheshire Market. So my girlfriend felt bad that she recommended this pizza, and I wasn't about it. She took me down to the Dollar General. She drove me down there. I was a passenger princess.
Is this a euphemism for something? Or
no. She got me
to the Dollar General. You know what I'm saying?
She bought me some snacks from there, all the snacks that I wanted.
Uh-huh.
And then I was trying to listen to Taylor Swift in the car, but she was listening to the Buckeye Show on this stupid station. And I was,
to be clear, she wanted to listen to the Buckeye Show.
Yeah,
you tried to listen to Taylor Swift.
She had it on in the car.
Great. She sounds like a keeper, Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And also, she's recommending pizza places, and you're being like, nah, I don't like it. Too many people who live around there go to that pizza place. It's not for me. Okay.
Your soundboard is really loud today. I don't know
what's going on. Maybe I don't know what happened to it. I'm trying to turn it down. I have it down like not near where it usually is, and it's still loud. All right. We'll try this sound. We'll see. Jaylen Brown, Celtics player, obviously a very talented player. This year, he had a season where Jason Tatum was out for most of it. All the regular season, right? Jason Tatum, he came back like right at the tail end?
He played like the last, 10, 12 games?
Okay, so most of the regular
season. It was like Michael Jordan in 95 in the season that didn't happen.
Right, that we just don't talk about because they lost in the playoffs, so we just acknowledge that didn't even happen, even though he had 55 in one game in that season. That we acknowledge, but we don't acknowledge that they then got knocked out of the playoffs by the Knicks, if I'm not mistaken. Magic. That's right. That's right. Magic. That's right. So here's what Jaylen Brown had to say. He has a stream where he's talking with people. He was doing that apparently all year. And I know this is audio, so you can't see it. In this camera shot where he says what I'm about to play for you, what I think is some loser talk, Jaylen Brown has 3 other guys. All of them have hats on. All of them have sunglasses on. If you went to like Central Casting in Hollywood and were like, find a group of friends that all have like various backgrounds that are all just hanging out together for some odd reason, that's who these 3 other people are. They don't like, it's a bizarre collection of people and they're all wearing kind of the same outfit. Anyway, here's what Jaylen Brown said. That's all irrelevant other than you just need to know that's happening while you hear this audio. Here's what Jaylen Brown said about this Celtics season where they were a favorite to win the title and they got beat in the first round. Were they also not up 3-1 in that series? Am I wrong? Yeah. Yes? Okay. Yeah. Right. This is what Jaylen Brown said about this season.
And this group was a special group. I'm so proud of this group and the way we played. I wish we trusted that style of play a little bit more, but I know playoffs kind of shifted our rotations and what we wanted to do. But I'm so proud, and it was my favorite year of my basketball career. One, streaming with you guys, chat, was awesome. Like being able to talk to y'all was like therapy every single day. You know what I mean? I mean, not every day, like once a week or whatever, what I was doing. Just to be able to get on here and give y'all the perspective and kind of, because, these narratives be going left and right, just to hear it from the horse's mouth. But then also being able to just be a part of a group that just, through the uncertainty, came to fight and came to compete and came and went to war. I'll take a team like that any day of the week.
Ready to go!
You were the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the Finals MVP, and won a championship in 2024.
Yeah.
And this season where you got bounced in the first round in a historic sweep, or not a sweep, but a historic collapse. Yeah. Comeback for the Sixers, loss for you. That's the season you're saying is your favorite of all time?
Yeah, he was the number 1.
Yeah, direct shot at Jason Tatum.
That's exactly what this is.
He said, I didn't have to play with this guy for 80% of the season. It was fantastic.
And I kind of feels like he's even taking a shot at him by saying, if we would have trusted the way we were playing, but then something changed late in the season, wonder what that was.
Exactly.
Your running mate who you helped win a title, you two won a title for this city, and now you're like, yeah, that guy came back. It just, and then I'm sure at some point it will come out like, I didn't say that, you're misconstruing my words. How else are we supposed to read that? That's big time loser talk to me, man. When you're like begging now because you're not the number 1 guy or you don't have the whole team. It's a co-partnership there between the two of you as who's the best player. That's the season you enjoyed, was that one where, yes, they're very good in the regular season, but you absolutely collapsed in the playoffs.
I feel like they've been fighting this narrative for way too long, where it's like everybody's like, you need to trade one of them. Like, you can't have them both together. I know they won a ring and they fought it and they eventually came together to win the ring and all that, but I don't know how long this is going to last. Like, it's going to get to a point where it's like, clearly I don't know if they friends or not. I'm assuming that they are, but clearly Jaylen Brown on his own team.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you couldn't find a bigger example of loser talk right there than to say, oh, I love this season where we absolutely collapsed in the playoffs. I wouldn't think
he had a good season, though.
No, he did. They had a good season all year long, and then they got to the playoffs, and, it didn't go so well, and now you're saying that's my favorite season? Okay, good for you. Blow it out your you-know-what. I have some good news for the Bengals and the Browns. If you're a fan of either team, I'll tell you why next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Tuesday. Still no crashes right now, but a busy traffic in a couple spots, including in New Albany as you approach that 161, 62 interchange. Also on 70 eastbound as you come in from the west side. But again, no crashes that we're tracking. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Hey Central Ohio, Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and we buy houses for cash. If you've got a house you need to sell, this is your season. Inherited, behind on payments, just over it? Whatever brought you here, we can help. We buy as is, we cover all closing costs, and there are zero commissions, period. Just a fair cash offer and you choose your closing date. People are making moves right now, and we make it simple to be one of them. One call is all it takes. We'll get you a fair cash offer, fast, no pressure, no obligation. Hundreds of your neighbors have already sold the easy way, and we've got 5-star reviews and BBB A+ rating to back it up. Take what you want, leave what you don't. We're based right here in Columbus, and we're ready when you are. Call us at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355 or visit selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, family owned. Call 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355.
You got this. Breathe. You got this. You got this.
In the moments that truly matter, what do? Rise to the occasion. Ohio Health. It's time.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
It's a hot take Tuesday here. Wizzy Walt may have had the best tweet of the day so far. Best post of the day.
Off the top rope right there.
He just, in the chat, because Dylan was saying in the last segment how his girlfriend took him out for pizza, then took him to Dollar General.
She didn't take me to pizza. Well, I bought the pizza.
Okay. But he said, and I quote, is T-Bone the only one on the show who has his own car? Well,
yes.
Dylan got in a car accident. Tyvis has never had his own car. Yes, I think I am the only one who has my own car on this show as of right now.
Tyvis and I are currently borrowing vehicles. That's correct.
Hey,
astute observation, Wizzy.
Listen,
that's good.
Times is hard out here.
Oh yeah, are they?
At least I'm not paying for gas.
I got to tell you. I just filled up the tank.
How much was
Bargain.
it?
$5.50. $5.50 for the premium. Oh, what a bargain. Felt so good.
Where'd you go? Good. Sheets?
Yeah, of course. It's right down the street.
Like some change off?
No, I had an option to, but I was like, I'm going to save it for when it actually will matter. Because it's like, oh, good. I took it from $5.50 down to $5.35 or whatever. It's like, that doesn't, it all hurts. This hurts. I want it to be like, oh, this got me under $3 or something. That ain't ever happening again. I think we're well past that. That's
but I want to
dream on that.
Acknowledge Phil J in the chat on a Hot Take Tuesday. He says he's on a 1-week trial of our show because he's known for listening to another show more often.
Okay.
But he,
let him live.
Yes, he said Hot Take Tuesday. I don't eat breakfast. Haven't since like 4th grade. My appetite just isn't ready first thing in the morning. I could not be the more opposite person than Phil J.
That's interesting.
I don't know how people don't wake up and the first thing they think is, what do I need to eat right now? Because that's where my mind goes. Yes.
Yeah, Tyvis, you're not a breakfast person, right?
I skip. I didn't eat breakfast yesterday. Breakfast is like the number one thing that I skip a lot.
That's crazy talk.
I mean,
I don't wake up thinking about food. I wake up thinking about washing my face and brushing my teeth. How about that?
I will say, what was it? It was Phil. Phil was the guy who tweeted or posted this. I'm more like Phil in the sense that breakfast is not like do or die for me. If there's an option to get it, like yesterday, I left the show and I got breakfast because I was a little peckish. Right, I was a little hungry, but I decided I'd go get
peckish.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. What's wrong with that?
I've never heard that phrase.
Peckish. There's nothing wrong with being.
I love the show.
Google it. See if I'm wrong. I think peckish it means like kind of hungry, I believe, or who knows. Find out what it means.
It does mean hungry.
Yeah, see? All right. There you
Slightly
go.
hungry or
I was
having a mild appetite.
Yeah. So I decided, well, let's quell that. I went and got some breakfast foods from our friends over at Chick-fil-A, but that's fine. Like
what you get?
I ended up so I found out you can just order the chicken fillet.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to get the bun or anything.
You get the fillet, yeah. It come in a little container.
And I wasn't in the mood for any biscuit or other things surround. I would have gotten it if it was just the sandwich, the regular.
I like
but
where
it
this
was
is
morning.
going.
Okay, Tyvis Jr.
I love where this is going. Go ahead,
listen.
let him finish. Shut up. Let him finish. Go ahead, Bo.
So I got two chicken fillets.
Nothing.
And
just
a
fillet.
And then you know what? I got a bowl of fruit and a Coke Zero.
So you ate just the fillet. Did you use a fork or you just grabbed it and
grabbed it and just I ate it like a
no bun, biscuit, nothing.
Well, you know what? Actually, I got influenced because I was on the Instagram and it said, rather than grabbing a protein bar, which sucks, this has a lot of protein in it, but it tastes good and it's chicken. I was like, that sounds like a great idea. So I went and got a little protein.
It was chicken. It was good, huh?
Great.
That's gonna be your new.
I'd rather have it on a bun.
But why?
Because I'd rather have a sandwich. But they didn't have the bun was not available because it was still breakfast hours, and I wasn't in the mood for a biscuit sandwich because I didn't want to be the whole rest of the day just all the sodium and all that.
It's okay to admit that the bread is overrated. I mean,
it had breading on it. It was chicken fillet with breading on it. It was deep fried.
I'm not doing this with you.
It is breading. You're the guy who says I give up bread. And it's but not a roll, not a cinnamon bun.
For 250,000, that bread is out of here.
And then tomorrow you'll be like, oh yeah, I had a hot dog with a bun on it, and you'll be like, that's bread. That counted. You will do that.
I would not.
You do it all the time. You come in and say, I'm off of bread. Well, other than there's Twinkies I had, it's that's bread. There's bread in there.
Who eats Twinkies?
Me.
Clearly.
On that note, no bread.
Nothing wrong with Twinkies.
No bread in a fruit cup. T-Bone's trying to lose weight. If we keep going like this, in 2 years, Tyvis is going to be the fattest person on this show. And then in 5 years, I will surpass him.
You get close to 210 again, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So I saw this from Warren Sharp. He does sharpfootballanalysis.com if you've never checked that out. He has a newsletter, but he also has a guide he publishes every year. A lot of people in and around football seem to enjoy his work. He does a lot of analytic stuff. You can take this or leave this if you want to, but here's who he said has the 5 easiest schedules in the NFL. Obviously, we know who everyone's playing. We're now in the month of May. The NFL will make a big deal in the next few weeks about, here's a schedule release. Here's a schedule release. We already know who they're playing. We just don't know when and where.
Oh, yeah, that is coming up.
But yeah, they'll start announcing that. But we already know the teams, and he's basing this off of his projections of how good these teams should be.
May 12th through the 14th is the release date.
Okay, so next week we'll be doing some of this again, all right? But before we find out when they play these games and all that stuff, here is what he says, just based on who's on the schedule. 5 easiest schedules in the NFL. Number 1 easiest schedule, the Lions. Number 2, the Saints. Number 3, Cincinnati Bengals. Number 4, Cleveland Browns. Number 5, the Jets. So that's an interesting thing to me because obviously, let's start with the Bengals because we always talk Browns, but the Bengals actually have a little thing called an offense. And if that quarterback of that offense can stay healthy, their defense needs to not be vastly improved. It needs to be a step up to regular NFL defense, and they may be a Super Bowl contender. So if you're mixing in an easier schedule, a healthy Joe Burrow, and an improved defense, which I think is likely given how bad it's been the last couple of years, but given the moves they've made this offseason too, there should be some improvement. All that mixed together, you could be talking about a 12, 13 win team that gets a good playoff seeding and possibly even have a nice run towards the AFC Championship game.
So Cincinnati, I'm sure everybody in the AFC North is pretty much playing the NFC East, which is I guess they got the Commanders of the NFC East. That's the only team. So they got one of the, they wasn't worse. Jaden Daniels was hurt last year, so you can't.
We'll see what they are this year, but yeah.
They play the NFC South and the AFC South.
All right. Yeah, those aren't powerhouse divisions, I wouldn't say, other than the NFC East.
And they got the Chiefs, so there you go.
Okay. I looked at because this Warren Sharp Football Analysis also did the bottom 5 schedules, the hardest schedules essentially in the NFL, at least on his projections. Number 28 he has the Rams, 29 the Cowboys, 30 the Panthers, 31 Dolphins, and the toughest schedule in the NFL, a team that can definitely handle it, the Arizona Cardinals.
That's messed up.
That's going to suck
That's why everybody
for
picked
them.
him with the number 1 pick.
Yeah, probably, right?
They took Carson Beck in the 3rd round?
Correct.
They did.
They ain't doing that.
You don't believe in Jacoby Brissett?
Jacoby Brissett he wants some money. He said he ain't playing unless they show him the money, like Jerry Maguire.
They might need to, and then that's to stay. But again,
They don't. They're going to hand the ball off anyway.
Well, I was going to say, what's the benefit anyway for them this year? Like, you can be anti-tanking all you want, but if they go out and get a top 5 pick next year, there's a chance that they fix their quarterback situation. If everything else, if they can build the rest of the team, like...
Well, they in a tough division to begin with. That's half the problem right there. But again, they all run the same offense, so you know exactly what's going on.
I'm just saying, if you piecemeal it together with rookie quarterback and journeyman quarterback, and you get this team to like 7 wins, what does that do for you? Or you just, like you said...
It builds a winning mentality. That's why you don't want to lose on purpose.
No, you don't. But do you think maybe Carson Beck will light it up on fire when he gets to the NFL.
T-Bone, to be kind of honest with you, they got the playmakers on offense to get it done. I mean, you got Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride. What more do you need? The offensive line needs to be fixed, but, you know.
Okay, that seems one that you probably need a better offensive line. But also, like, the quarterback is the problem. The quarterback situation needs to be better.
Kyler Murray couldn't get that done, but he's going to go to Minnesota and light it up.
I don't know that he will. I'm not convinced of that.
Is he better than J.J. McCarthy?
Well, that's... Yeah. Why are you asking me this question?
Is he better than Drew Aller?
Would I take Moss growing on a rock? Not Randy Moss. Like just Moss growing on a rock. I would take Randy Moss now to play quarterback for the Vikings over him. I would take any of the above. Yes, I don't believe in J.J. McCarthy. I've said that. However, the Cardinals...
Did he go 5-0 in his last game?
Oh, God, stop. I don't. Fine, good for him. Make him your franchise quarterback. They all got to look at him, and they all seem terrified to do that. I wonder why. Maybe they're all stupid. They're all dumb up there. They don't know how to develop quarterbacks or get any good out of any quarterbacks up in Minnesota, apparently. I'm just saying, going back to the Cardinals, there's no reason for them to be good this year. Tank, be bad, get a top 5 quarterback next year.
Lose or talk.
It may be, but also get that quarterback and fix your entire franchise if you get the right guy.
It's supposed to be like 10 of them that's coming out this year.
I just said they have the worst schedule. Yeah, I know. They've got tons of quarterbacks coming out.
They don't have to get Arch Manning. They can get Drew Mestamaker.
But they can get the guy they want.
The Manning family will hold the draft hostage again. The Cardinals get the number 1 pick. That's a promise.
That's a promise, and they'll be allowed to do it, too.
So they going to go to the Jets?
Apparently, well, I don't know where they're going to go, but they think they're going somewhere. You know what? It'll be one of those years where, like, randomly, like, a great team has a down year, and then he'll get, I don't know. They'll go somewhere that is like a great situation, but they got the one random year where they sucked. That's probably what it'll be. A bunch of people are full of crap about something in sports. I'll tell you what next. D-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. We're watching one crash on 161 eastbound right near Beach Road. The right shoulder blocked off as you head out of New Albany. Also seeing some slow traffic in Plain City on 33 as you hit 270. But everything else moving along just fine. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. Get free delivery during online deal days, plus $30 off your first online order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Whether adding a room to your home or a room to your budget, use the equity in your house to do big things. by opening a home equity line of credit at Kemba Financial Credit Union for convenient, flexible access to cash when you need it most. Apply now at Kemba.org or visit a local branch and enjoy a limited time intro rate. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. NMLS 292230. Offer ends July 31st, 2026.
At some point, you stopped calling it pain and started calling it just how I am now. Deep down, you know that's not okay. Get back to the normal you, the one who is active and carefree. Let's start with an introduction to Dr. Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics. Their regenerative treatments for joint pain in Dublin and Gahanna. I thought I would never be able to enjoy playing sports again because of how bad my knees felt from playing football. But then I went to go see Dr. Tesner and his team, and they gave me a couple of shots, and I was back to playing, back to balling, and doing all the things that I love. They're helping patients with pain from arthritis or injury in their knees, hips, and shoulders. The treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal. QC Kinetics finally gives it the right tools. No operating rooms, no hardware, no watching summer come and go from a recliner. Get back to the version of you that doesn't map out a route based on where you can sit or avoid stairs. Right now is the right time, and the first step doesn't cost you a thing. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Thousands of students every year choose Columbus State Community College, earning degrees that open doors to in-demand jobs, stable careers, and real earning power. Columbus State is making Central Ohio stronger. Apply today at cscc.edu.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
More of your hot takes coming up in a moment, but I got to tell you about my friends at Window Nation. It's that time of year where you may be throwing open the windows on occasion because it's nice out. You see the sunshine, you see a nice little breeze coming through. You're like, yeah, I want that, except you go to open your windows and then one of them sticks. One of them isn't working the way it should be. It's been that way for years. Now you got another one that's also kind of starting to do that, and you're saying, I probably need to fix this. Probably need to get some new windows, but the price, I'm worried about how expensive it is. Well, Window Nation's got a deal for you right now that you're going to want to know about. They've got their buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on now from Window Nation. You can replace all the windows in your house and get half of them for free. Plus, you can get 0 down payment, no payments or interest for 2 years when you go with Window Nation. And, of course, Window Nation windows, they're not builder grade. These are high-quality, energy-efficient windows that will help save you money in the long run. They'll keep your house cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. Keep more of that air in that you're paying for anyway. Keep it in your house. Don't let it leak out through your windows. A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau for a reason. They get the job done right, usually in a day or less. They can get all your windows changed out. And again, right now, buy 4 windows, get 4 free, only from Window Nation. So go to windownation.com to schedule your fast free consultation now. Once again, that's windownation.com.
I'm on Twitter, and I see this play of, remember the Baltimore Ravens game with the versus the Browns where Shador threw the touchdown to Gage and he dropped it, or the guy got the ball out at the end?
Yes, I vaguely remember this. I think
at the end of the game, it was 3rd and 5. Shador threw a ball down, a fade route to Gage Larvidan. He had the ball in the corner, kind of knocked it out.
The fact that we had a guy named Gage Larvidale, what is his name?
Larvidale.
I don't even remember this. Dallas Lauderdale was playing for them. My guy, he's great. Yeah. So anyway, threw a pass to Dallas Lauderdale, and he dropped it. Go ahead. I'm back.
So the point of this is the person that tweeted it said, my heart almost dropped to my stomach. Somebody else retweeted it and said, this is what happens when you got big moments with undrafted rookies. So, and then somebody says that, like, he made a terrible read and he missed a wide open guy. So I say all this to say, it's funny how this camp of this Shador thing is. I think I got the answer of what Shador is. Shador is one of those players that will skip the layup to make the big play because he trusts the player to make the big play for him.
Okay. That's a fair.
That's where he at.
It's a fair. Well, I think that he certainly has the ability to make big plays, but the question is, in the NFL, you got to make the routine plays look routine all the time.
But he is one of those people that will skip the layup. He'll skip the easy thing to throw a 50-50 ball. The problem is that the Browns have the guys to always complete the 50 because
wide receiver?
Exactly. See, in college, he could do that because he had Travis Hunter.
Yeah, sure.
So, like, in his mind, that's where he at. Like, if I just give my guy a chance, which that's what you want on a D ball. Give your guy a 50-50 ball, give him a chance to make the play. Well, the Browns never had that guy. So I'm curious, adding the Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion, does that give them a guy that can get that done? Because if they are, he will turn out to be fine. If they're not, he's going to throw a ton of picks.
What was the issue in this particular play again? What happened at the end of it that caused it to not be great? What did the guy do? Dallas Lauderdale, whatever. What did he do? What did he do?
His name is Gage Larvidan.
My guy, Gage Larvidale. Yes,
Larvidan.
Larvidan. I don't Larvidan. I don't give a damn. Yeah, sure, Gage.
He didn't hold on to the ball. He had the ball.
He dropped it.
He had it in his hands, and the DB knocked it out.
If we were looking at a scouting report of the Browns' first-round draft pick at wide receiver this year, Casey Concepcion, what is the number?
You know what? Number one Z-Dog in the chat is right. You negative. You are negative.
Look what my teams do to me.
You are negative.
I got Gage Larvidale dropping passes, and I got now the guy who's known for dropping passes in college is the guy that's going to rescue this franchise. You think maybe I'm just a little bit jaded on that?
This is unbelievable.
All right, fine.
Here I am giving you a good scouting report of what I think Shador Sanders is. And you take it all the way back to Casey Concepcion.
He just told you that Shador is Pat Mahomes.
We're talking about Shador Sanders.
I didn't tell you
Who's he throwing to? You, by the way,
what I told you.
The record would reflect you brought up Casey Concepcion. You're like, the question is, and you didn't even bring him up first.
So look,
you brought up Denzel Boston first.
Wait a minute.
Because you know. Because you know.
Wait a minute. So the reason that that particular play is relevant, because if you go back to the voluntary minicamp, there was a viral video of, again, Shador not throwing the out, but throwing the fade ball, and it got picked off.
Yeah.
And it was Malachi Corley on the play who kind of gave up on the route a little bit. Then it was like, whatever. It was one of those situations. So, again, he has a tendency. This is 2 times. He got a tendency of skipping the layup to throw the deep ball for the big play.
I'm almost convinced you're making up names right now.
Malachi Corley?
Sure.
You don't know Malachi Corley? He was a second-round pick.
Great. He's great. So good. This is fantastic.
Second-round pick by the Jets, and they traded him or cut him. One of the two.
Kind of important. Did they trade him or cut him?
I don't recall.
Right. Anyway, I hope this year is different for the Browns. Of course, every year for the last 30 years, I feel like I've said that.
I brought it up to tell you that he has a tendency.
He does to try to go for the big play. That's fair.
He believes in the 50-50 ball, and it can either hurt you or hurt you. Depends on the receiver in the corner.
Hurt you or help you. Gotcha. Okay.
I
see what you're saying.
Hurt you or hurt you because it's the Browns.
Did I say that?
Yes.
You said it right the first time. The Browns will either hurt you or hurt you. I agree.
But I know what Shador Sanders is. He's a 5th-round pick, and the Browns will be looking for a starting quarterback about 10 months
No, don't worry. We got 4 plus 24 allegations.
He's not even, right now, according to Mary Kay, he's not even penciled to be the starter.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, good times. Hey, let's switch to something that makes me really happy, and that is the fact that apparently, big news, Friday, Skip Bayless is going to be back on our TVs. He will be on with Stephen A. Smith on ESPN for the first time since Skip left the network in
Is Carrie Champion going to be
2016?
That'd be great.
If Carrie
I don't know if she
Champion is back, then I'm watching it.
I don't know. Maybe she'll make a cameo appearance. But apparently, this is just a one-off thing. It's a reunification of these two guys after many years on the air together. They haven't been on the air for like close to 10 years. Here's why I say people are full of crap. Because there are a lot of you, and I'm with you, that will say, "Man, I can't stand Skip Bayless," or "Ooh, Stephen A. Smith, I'm so sick of hearing from him. I hate these talking head shows."
You need that type of guy, though.
Fine, that's fair. And then obviously they draw numbers to some degree. People have watched them for many years.
Didn't he sign $1 million deal, Stephen A.?
$1 million.
He signed like a
$50 million.
Yes,
deal.
he signed. He's making a lot of money. He makes like $8 or $10 million a year. He makes a lot of money every year.
$1 million?
Right.
How do you think you kidnapped
Stephen A. Smith contract ain't that much.
He makes
right now.
He's one of the highest paid people in our industry.
5-year, $100 million. Yeah,
$20 million a year. Tyvis is what this guy's making. So obviously he does a lot for them.
He can get a double cheeseburger.
He does not get the McDouble. You're right. He's got double cheeseburger money. All I'm saying is there are a lot of people who have had this correct energy, which is I can't stand hearing these guys argue, who will flip this on for nostalgia purposes. I'm going to tell you, I keep it real. I will not watch 1 second of this because I don't enjoy either of these guys. I never have. I don't need like Stephen A's fine if he's talking a little basketball or he's talking about the NFL, but not in the context of just arguing to argue's sake. I've never liked that show. So when they do that, there's going to be some contrived beef they're going to come up with this week on Friday.
For sure.
And people are going to be like, "Oh my gosh, look at them screaming at each other."
They should get Jay Crawford on there. That's what they should.
There you go. Bring it back real old school.
Pizza.
Absolutely.
I don't think they're reuniting to argue. I think Stephen A's just been taking too many L's to LeBron, so he had to bring in Skip Bayless. How like Steph Curry
bring in
and
someone
KD
who takes even more L's? Yeah, that's right.
Like how Steph and KD needed to team up to beat LeBron. That's what Skip and Stephen A are doing on Friday.
Yeah. So if you want to watch it, by all means. I'm just saying, I'm someone who says I don't like this, and I'm not watching it because I don't care.
I'm over the Stephen A and LeBron beef. Like it should have stopped at the moment that the confrontation happened at the game.
The moment that Bronny outscored the Rockets bench by himself in a playoff game, that's when it should have ended.
That's right. I agree with that. The numbers for building a college roster keep going up, and not just in football. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. Still watching one crash out in New Albany on 161 as you head eastbound just passing Beach Road. We've got that right shoulder blocked off as crews clear out a crash from earlier this morning. Also seeing a crash downtown. We've got the right shoulder blocked off going eastbound at that 70-71 split as crews clear out an issue there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us.
Baths are us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman here for Low T Center. They are the original TRT clinic, and they've helped countless men across our country get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standard that other clinics are still trying to measure up to. In fact, Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, never compounded, so you know what's going in your body. Don't settle for compounded mystery testosterone. At Low T Center, all providers are board certified and experts in their field. They know the right questions to ask and the right tests to run to keep your TRT smooth and manage side effects. They will help you meet your real goals, not just your medical ones. And Low T Center has a variety of peptides to help with healing, muscle tone, recovery, sleep, weight loss, and even hair and skin quality. So head to Low T Center and check out their peptide therapy programs and get your free TRT test. Start at lowtcenter.com.
Every time you pull onto a job site, your name pulls in with you. That's why the pros trust Bobcat equipment. Buy the machine you're proud to run, backed by the crew that's been serving the industry since 1975. That's 50 years of showing up, long after you receive the keys. Bobcat Enterprises is here for you with 9 locations serving Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. On every job, you deserve a team that stands behind you. Visit bobcatent.com to learn more.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Got any markdowns on brakes?
We mark Duralast brake pads down to free.
Free Duralast brake pads?
When you buy 2 rotors.
Can I get Duralast Gold pads for free?
With 2 Duralast Gold rotors, and there's a lifetime warranty on brake pads.
That's a huge markdown for like so many miles.
Save on brakes and more during Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus?
The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Cincinnati Reds blew a 9th-inning lead and lost in walk-off fashion to the Chicago Cubs 5-4. The Redlegs will try to snap their 4-game losing streak tonight. Coverage from Wrigley Field starts just after 7 on the Fan 2. The Cleveland Guardians dropped their second consecutive game after falling to the Kansas City Royals 6-2. The Guards will be back in action tonight. First pitch from Kauffman Stadium is at 7:40. In a couple of game ones in the association last night, the Knicks blew out the 76ers 137-98, while the Timberwolves shocked the Spurs 104-102. The Cavs will be in Detroit for game 1 of their second-round matchup tonight with tip-off at 7 o'clock. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union, voted best credit union for the past 8 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit bmifcu.org to learn more. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important, you're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You know, for the first time in a long time, I actually paid attention to Dylan do the update.
Yeah? What'd you think?
I know what the problem is. You need more soul in you. It's just all like very just not no feeling to it. You gotta have some feeling to yourself.
I like that we've established that there is a problem with Dylan's read just right off the gate. Just we know there's an issue. Now Tyvis has moved on to the diagnosis of the problem.
That he doesn't like it, and I understand why he doesn't like it. It's because he just reads the paper.
I never said I don't like doing the update.
You said you wasn't good at it.
I said I could be better at it. Yes.
Well, I'm trying to help you out.
Dylan, we could all be better at everything we're doing. That's why we're here. I mean, come on.
I'm trying to help you out.
No, you're right. Reeser, who is has the title of Update Captain, I believe.
Yeah.
Has said the same thing. He said my energy on the show is a 10, but it's a 4 during the update.
See?
I've been trying to work on it.
So what are we going to do to fix this? How about we come and be like
screaming into the microphone? That's what we're going to do tomorrow.
You need to listen to James Brown. I got soul.
They could do that.
I'm super bad.
You could go that route, which would probably work. Or you could go the route I would suggest, which is to really cheese it up. And like when you're talking about, say, that Spurs game, you'd be like, Victor Wembanyama. More like, Victor Wembanyama not going to work here very much longer because they lost. 11 bucks. Who gives a bleep? Yeah. Like
you go there. Ooh-wee.
No, you play a bleep sound effect. You don't say it. You just
go there.
Yeah, he had 11 bucks, but they lost.
If you do something like that, the Reeser will get bumped down one. He go number one for sure.
Reeser will get.
I would cancel. I would stop everything I'm doing on the hour to make sure I hear what he about to say.
There used to be a guy, I don't remember his name. He used to do on Fox Sports Radio back in the day, which I don't even know if that's still a thing or if it's been bought by someone else. But he used to do updates on the evenings on like national Fox Sports Radio, and he would do that where he'd be like, "Hey, the Spurs, they thought they were good, but they lost to the Timberwolves." And he would just play sound effects during his SportsCenter updates. And I thought that was interesting, but I also thought that seemed like a lot of work. And then some days it was a little cheesy.
So you don't want to work that hard?
No, I'm not doing the updates. I'm just saying.
What if they ask you to do the update? What if they said Dylan is sick? He can't talk.
Oh, if I'm doing the updates, hey, what's up? The Browns are the Browns. Bengals are the Bengals. Travis Bazzana overrated.
That's one of the hot takes in there. In the chat. I said, what?
Who had that hot take?
Chris G. Hot take Tuesday. Travis Bazzana is officially a bust. Yeah. That's messed up.
Or it's a hot take.
Or just move him to DH. That's half the problem.
Yeah, that is half the problem. Anyway, something happened today that's never happened, I don't think, in the history of me doing this show.
What's that?
Fish handed me a plug sheet. So I got to tell you what's coming on at 10 o'clock on Bishop and Friends. Your head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Ryan Day, will join the fellas at 10 o'clock. On Rothman and Ice later today, you got Tyvis Powell at 1:30.
Who's that?
Never heard of him. It's apparently a guy that don't know black stuff.
Whites are good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At 2, they got Bobby Carpenter. Common Man and Timmy have rapid fire at 4:30. Timmy got a segment. Timmy time at 5:30. Timmy got a segment.
I guess let him live.
And Jen Winters comes on at See You Next Tuesday with Jen Winters at 4 p.m.
I heard yesterday Timmy's looking for more endorsements.
Is he?
Yeah, he seemed a little bummed out.
Don't tell me he's crying broke.
Well, I don't know. He seemed bummed out that I have endorsements and he does not. Is what I got on that.
I don't have a lot of endorsements.
I know you don't.
Is you and Common Man taking them all?
I don't know what to tell you.
He's not even denying it.
No, listen.
hey, it's T-Bone again.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, there was a time in my career years ago where they would approach me and I would say, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yeah, we think we wait." I'm like, "Well, man, I have a few, maybe." And then I've just started to say, "You know what? If you ask, I'm taking it. That's what I'm ready to go. Let's do it."
By the way, I got some breaking news from my friend Peyton, who coaches high school basketball.
Okay.
There are now approved shot clock events for OSHA basketball. So they do like some neutral court stuff now, just like they do in college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to implement a shot clock in some of these.
In Ohio high school basketball, get a shot clock?
So I don't have to see that ref do this. And every time you attempt that line, he got to switch hands. And I used to hate that rule.
I think they still count like that.
I used to hate
that. But they could just use the shot clock.
They could use. I'm just going to.
Dude, but you could have the ball for the whole game if you just, as long as you just jab at that line.
I just want to say we could do a different hand gesture. Is all I'm saying. That one is not good. I know if you're not watching on YouTube, you can't see what Tyvis is doing, but I would just
That's how you count.
I know, but like,
That's
count it
how
like
you
you're counting them going over the line, like to get over half court. Just like put it down by your side. I don't need this.
That's you.
I'm just saying, it's a weird hand gesture.
Because you're negative.
Yeah, that's right. I am negative.
So again, I don't want it to be misconstrued. You're not going to see shot clocks in every regular season game in high school basketball next year. It's just for these certain neutral court events. There's like 11 of them that they're going to test out a shot clock in Ohio high school basketball.
By the way, let me ask the question. Dylan, do you know anything about high school basketball that's changing next year? Now we got the update on that, so that's good. I'm excited for that. The numbers for building a college roster keep going up, not just in football. This is Texas head coach Sean Miller in basketball talking about, he was on Jeff Goodman's podcast. Is it the Field of 68? Isn't that what they call that podcast?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. He was on there.
The Field of 76.
He got changed name. Change that name.
Rebranding.
The question was, what number of rosters are over $20 million in college basketball this upcoming season?
I paid close attention to the SEC, and I think that we competed at a very high level. The University of Texas is investing in our basketball program to allow us to compete for the top prize, and I think we're in the company of about 7 or 8. Where guys are really along the same lines as us. But I don't know, Jeff. I would educated guess. Sometimes you don't have all the information. How many of 20? I would say 20 to 25.
Good God.
20 to 25 schools got over 20 million
for their basketball roster this upcoming season. Reminder that,
and it's a lot of the SEC.
Well, he said it's probably 7 or 8 of them, and then 20 or 25 around. And he said this is if you had heard the whole clip, the longer version of that is him going, oh, gee, I don't know. Like he's really hedging his bet there. He doesn't want to say this number outright, but clearly he feels like it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 teams that are over $20 million. And I just want to remind everybody, 2 years ago, we were talking college football numbers. Tyvis, when you were working NIL stuff, when you were with the collective, I mean, $20 million for a football roster probably would have been viewed as like, boy, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, but it wasn't there yet.
No.
Okay. Now, that's not 20 years ago. That's 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about college football rosters, many over 40 million. And now we're getting to a point where college basketball, we're looking at $20 million rosters in men's college basketball.
That's why you got to round your change up at the game so you can donate because it's getting out of hand.
Well, I got 2 brats and it came out to $10.85 or whatever. So that extra 15 cents.
That's it.
Boom.
That's
Gets
it.
you over 20 million of those. Yeah.
Go a long way.
Yeah, man. I feel like the sustainability of this, because everyone's worried about how do we fix college sports. I genuinely wonder.
Make more money.
Well, make more money, but at what point do the boosters say, no? Like,
that happened.
I'm saying, like, at what point do they just come in and say, you asked me last time for $15 million, and when we did that, our name ended up on a library.
It's just.
Now I'm paying $15 million to get, like, 2 guys who are going to be here for half a year. One of them blew out his knee, and the team didn't make the tournament. Like,
but it's just the Ohio State has always been top.
Of course.
Never dipped. Never they had the 7-6 season, the Tress resigned season with Coach Fick. That was 6 and 7. Excuse me. Let me get it right.
6-7. Not a fan.
They had that one poor season, but outside of that, they've always been good.
At football, yeah.
I don't want to be like Clemson.
No.
I don't want to just die out.
I'm not against. All right, we're going to take a break because I want to be clear. I'm not against players making money, but I do have my questions about how long this can continue. We'll discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Watching slowdowns on the north side of 270 going eastbound. We've got 2 separate crashes, one passing Sawmill Road, the other near the 273-15 interchange. Expect to be slow moving again on the north side of 270 going eastbound. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring snoring? Sleep better, live better.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right. Grilling season is here, and nobody does it better than Billiards Plus. Fire up your backyard with top-of-the-line grills from the biggest names in outdoor cooking. Perfect for game day or any day. And when the party heads inside, Billiards Plus has you covered with pool tables, shuffleboard, game tables, and more. Everything you need to build the ultimate hangout. From backyard cookouts to game room showdowns. Make your home the MVP. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Family owned and operated. Check them out online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Get up to $750 cash back when you refinance your auto loan with Tel-Ohio Credit Union. Visit telhio.org to learn more.
Offer valid until June 30th, subject to credit approval. Restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Every student deserves a great public education. And this Teacher Appreciation Week, we're saying thank you to the dedicated professionals who make that possible. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing, inviting you to join us in celebrating Ohio's great public school educators. Tell us about a great teacher making a big difference, and they could win a vacation package from NEA member benefits or other prizes, including pizza for their students. Go to ohea.org/thank-a-teacher to nominate a teacher today.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Your favorite fan shows are available as a podcast. What a concept. And don't miss exclusive podcast content like Austin and Byrne. Listen on your schedule from anywhere in the world. Available wherever you get your podcasts. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some chances of showers and thunderstorms across central Ohio this morning. Otherwise, mostly cloudy and mild and breezy with our temperatures in the low 60s. For this afternoon, the first half of the day will be dry, and then as we go into the afternoon and evening, we will see showers and thunderstorms develop. Some could have heavy downpours with gusty winds and highs in the low 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheetz. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Listen, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy is low, your sleep is off, the weight won't budge, your mind is feeling foggy, and your sex drive isn't what it used to be, it's time to switch things up. It's time for you to go see my people at Tri-State Men's Health. Go to tristatemenshealth.com, take their low T quiz. It's a simple 10 questions quiz with yes or no answers. Takes about 2 minutes. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health. The cost of the appointment is only $99. They will get you your higher energy levels back. You'll have better gains at the gym, sleep better, wake up feeling refreshed, more productive at work, and the sex drive will be back. It's 2 locations located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Don't ignore the signs. Call today and take the first steps towards feeling better again. Call them today at 800-900-9654. Visit tristatemenshealth.com. Featured therapies are compounded, have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See websites for details.
It is a Hot Take Tuesday here on the station, at least on this show. This is from Chimney Checkwa's Burner. Hot Take Tuesday. I should be allowed to throw loose change out of my sunroof at people tailgating me on the highway. You know, I mean, I'm not saying you should do that, but I get where you're coming from. Because there are times, man,
ride your bumper.
I have had so many times that I don't know what has changed in the last, 30 days.
You got to get out the way. They trying to get somewhere.
No. I get that. But what I'm saying is I have had so many times here lately where I'll fully out myself as me speeding. Okay.
Oh,
I'll be on 270.
You're supposed to be admitting stuff.
No.
That.
I'll be on 270. There will be a truck going 72. I will be going around the truck and I will be going 80 miles an hour. Okay. So I'm over the speed limit. I'm in the left lane. All the other lanes are jammed, but there's room to get around the truck. And I've had this happen probably a handful of times where I have accelerated past the speed limit to get around the truck, and behind me will be someone who is on my ass, acting like, oh my God, get out of the way, dude. I got to go 90. I know that you shouldn't just sit there and arbitrate the speed limit in the left lane. I hate it when people sit there and are like, well, 72 is as fast as I want to go. Fine, but you need to get over if other people are trying to go faster.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when I'm as soon as I get past the big line of trucks or whatever, I immediately get over and let the person go and do 100 or whatever they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that changed, but it seems like in the last couple months here, it's been every time I go to get over and pass someone, I got someone running up on me at 100 miles an hour. I don't know when 270 turned into that.
I just get out the way because I know that I'm going fast.
No, I'm saying I look and go, no one's in the left lane. Let me get over and go around this truck. And then 2 seconds later, I look behind me and it's Mario Andretti is behind me in an Indy car. And I'm like,
so now
how
you
did this
get
happen?
back up the
I
way.
couldn't see him back there. There's no way that guy was there.
I haven't had that necessarily happen to me often.
Oh, it's been happening to me a lot too, and on 270 also.
Is it just the warmer weather? Is it the temperature got over 40 for a few days, and now we're all it's summertime, and we're just driving like idiots? I don't know what's happening out there, but
you know what you do? You get out the way. You let them go, and then you get right behind them. And
that is what I do.
I've done that too,
baby. Let's go.
But the other phenomenon I've seen now, and I don't understand this one either, is when there is someone clearly in the left lane who is slowing up traffic. And then there's a car directly behind them that wants to go around them. What they will do is then get over a lane behind the slower traffic and then ride their bumper. And it's what?
No, you can't.
What sense does that make? I've seen that move lately too.
I've done the 3-lane shift though, where it's the person in the fast lane is going slow. The middle lane is going about the limit, but you see that opening on the third on the exit lane.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Get right back over. I did that move. That's my favorite thing to do, actually.
Please drive within the bounds of safety and the speed limit. Thank you. Just a little.
They can't give me a ticket. I'm in Cardale's car.
Tyvis, you missed your calling as a lawyer, buddy, because really, I think that's flawless legal counsel right there. Sure. I'm in someone else's car. I can do what I want. So we were talking about the amount of money that it costs to fund a college football program, college basketball program. Sean Miller, Texas's men's basketball head coach, said that it's 20 to 25 teams in college basketball, he estimates, that are over $20 million for their roster this year. Dusty May said last year they won with $10 million when Michigan won, and he said there's no way we can do that next year. So, clearly the cost is going up to do business in college basketball.
Yeah.
And here's the thought I have, is when these Richie Riches would donate money in the past, I'm talking the last 15 years, 20 years ago, they would donate money, and it would be your legacy for giving us $20, $30 million.
Your name go in the locker room, or your name, we're going to name the field after you, or we're going to name this training facility after, something like that.
Literally, the band room at Ohio State for the marching band is named after the Steinbrenner family, because George Steinbrenner had, his family donated money to Ohio State to have their name. They helped fund the band room. So, that's something that you used to do. I'm wondering how many people who have been accustomed to that over the years, or their families that have this type of money who give it to these universities, are now saying, well, we gave $20 million a decade ago and our name got on something. Now you want $20 million over the next 5 years, and that's going to go to not even our best receiver, or maybe a decent point guard, but not the best point guard in America. And those guys, you could put $10 million into a college basketball program for 1 year and miss the tournament.
But I feel like they get something back.
What do they get back?
I don't know. Maybe they go to the games or something. Maybe they get...
maybe you get a little more access.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. You get more access to them, which a lot of donors... Because I think the thing is this, back in the day, it used to be we'll sell you some memorabilia or something like that. We'll give you Jeremiah Smith's helmet or something like that. And I think that's cool, but I think nowadays people want the experience. So it's you give us $10 million, you can go on the charter flight with us to go to Oregon, or you can have a dinner with Jeremiah Smith. You'll get that type of access and experience or something. I think that I think you got to be more creative in that. And I think that they do a good job of, opening access and stuff like that to get more of these donors. But to me, just being in it for those years, I found that people want the experience more than just a jersey or a helmet.
Right. And I feel like that will continue for a time because the experience will be new. But but what happens when you have a pool of donors who have all done that now for a decade, and they've all been on charter? Now that's not a perk. That's that's a baseline expectation.
Maybe they do it to get their grandson involved. Hey, you know what?
Sure.
My grandson is a huge Julian Sang fan. If I donate this, I know they're going to give me this package. So instead of me going, because I've done it already, I'll let my grandson go experience it or something like that.
Don't misunderstand. I definitely think there is money from college football that should be distributed to the players. There was a video of Jeremiah Smith yesterday. They asked him, he was at the F1 race in Miami this weekend. So, that alone is a good thing that you get to do when you're a star player like him. He was asked what's his dream car, and he said it's a Lamborghini Urus, the SUV that Lamborghini makes. He said, also, I have that. I own that.
Yeah, I know.
He already has that. And people ignored the fact that, on his wrist was a watch that's worth, at least, I'm guessing it's six figures. I'm guessing it was over six figures. I don't know watches. Common man would know that better than I would.
AP?
I don't know exactly what it was, but everybody in the comments was basically saying, this is a flex. Just the watch he's wearing is a flex. So, I'm saying
first of all,
I'm glad that happens.
If he pays six figures, you gonna stop disrespecting it. It ain't no watch; it's a timepiece.
Okay, it's a timepiece. Thank you. You're correct. I was mistaken in saying that. All I know is when it comes to college sports, there's this duality in which we are in, which is you have the Big Ten distributing $1.37 billion to its member schools, richest money ever for a college football conference, a college conference to distribute to its schools. You have the schools giving that money, some of it, to the players. And then you still have the schools saying, we don't have enough to survive if we don't get X, Y, and Z from the donors because we can't compete in this world where, like Sean Miller said, $20 million for a competitive basketball program.
I just want.
We're trying to get Ohio State basketball over $10 million, and now
in the midst of all of this, the Woody needs to be redone.
And
the women's hockey team deserve a better stadium or a better arena than what they have.
Yeah, and I feel like the solution is not just round up your dollars at the game. Like I'm sure that'll help, but I just wonder how long we're going to get before the donor base is like, you know what, I'm good on NIL for now. I'd rather do this other thing. I'd rather, because I do think back in the day they got access to some of this stuff without having to pay the NIL thing, right? If you donated money to fix up the Woody, let's say, get your name on the Woody, something like that, then you probably had some ability, if you wanted to, go to a fundraiser or something and meet Ryan Day or meet the head coach or meet whoever. Like, you probably got to do that. So
I mean, you gotta understand that there's a lot of Buckeye fanatics out here. Like,
I know that.
To you, it's like meeting Ryan Day, but to them, that's like the best thing in the world.
No, I'm saying that happened though before NIL. They had the opportunity to meet the head coach when they were a big time donor, because that's how you got big time donations. So
it's like,
now you're not getting your name on the building. You're still getting the access. I'm just wondering if that's different. And again, I'm not a booster, so I won't know. But I'm curious how many of those boosters.
They donate to that Woody Hayes getting redone. They name going somewhere in there, building.
Well, there's already a name on it. More on that later, I guess. We'll come back. Hot Take Tuesday. More of that next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic
Good morning.
Center.
We are still watching slow-moving traffic on the north side of 270 going eastbound. We've got two separate crashes. The first near Sawmill Road, the second near the 270-315 interchange. We're also seeing slow traffic on 71 southbound coming into the city and on I-70 coming in from the west side this morning. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Anthony Schlegel here, and I'll be straight with you. Working with Newman Roofing, it was easy. That's not something you say about home projects very often. No high-pressure sales, no nonsense, just an honest opinion and a fair estimate on what actually needs to get done. They're not trying to sell you something you don't need. They take their time, walk you through what's going on with your home, and give you real options that fit you. Everything's laid out up front, so when project day hits, there are no surprises. Crew shows up, attack and dominates, get it done on time. And knowing the Newman family is involved in every part of the business, that matters. You can feel they actually care about the work and the people they serve. That's why I recommend Newman Roofing. If your roof needs repair or replacement, call 614-NEW-ROOF for a free estimate or go to newmanroofing.com.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
If you have missed anything from this Hot Take Tuesday, and there has been a lot of ground that we have covered, I talked about a dream that I had that involved Caitlin Clark. We talked about nobody on this show can drive or has a car that they own. So much more. It was really
it's coming to an end. By the end of the year.
Of this year?
End of this year.
You're going to have a car that's your own?
I declare, you're hearing it first.
Okay.
Now I can't speak for Dylan.
I don't know what he's doing.
He might like the rental in the passenger seat. Like,
maybe.
It feels good, don't it, Dylan?
It does. Yeah. Anyway, if you've missed anything from a Hot Take Tuesday, you can get caught up on it on the podcast. Podcast is there for you. Wherever you get podcasts, just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It is all brought to you by our friends at Capital Ford of Columbus. More of your hot takes here as we have the Cavs getting ready to start up game one of their second round matchup with the Pistons tonight in Detroit.
They got the Cavs underdogs.
Pistons are favored by 3.5. B. Sprague in the chat says, Hot Take Tuesday. If Jared Allen plays half as well as he did in Game 7 with Toronto, Cavs in 4. I like it.
Well, the thing about Detroit is they're going to need Tobias Harris to have 30 points like that.
Yeah.
If the Cavs core 4, even if you take Jared Allen out, if you got just the big 3, you got James, Donovan, and Evan. If they play, well, James and Donovan got to turn it on. If they play to their expected levels, it wouldn't even be close.
Well, if the Pistons have anything with if you let Tobias Harris beat you as a Cavs team, that should be like break up the whole thing and start over, because that he should not do that to you. Well, he's not that type of player.
Jalen Duren is starting to figure it out. He had 15 and 15 in his last game.
Okay, but that
he wasn't
also
doing
should not break you. If you're
the regular season, Jalen Duren was a problem against the Cavs.
Okay,
he was having his way in that paint.
And who needs to step up? Like we just said, Jared Allen needs to play like he did, and Evan Mobley. Yeah, they got to step it up in this series. So this is the growth of a team that has been in the playoffs now a few years in a row and has been bullied by teams that are on their level or maybe not quite as good. But the Knicks bullied them for the last few years. Now you need to show that you cannot let the Pistons do that to you. They have to be better than that, because you're right. They are fairly one-dimensional behind Cade Cunningham. So we'll see if that happens tonight. More hot takes for you. This one is from Matt D. Mr. Matt D. Who says, Hot Take Tuesday. Donato should be in Pizza Madness, and they would win.
Donato's was in Pizza Madness.
Yes, they were. Donato's was in Pizza Madness.
They was like a 16 seed.
And by the way, I enjoyed Donato's. This is no shade to them.
I had Donato's a couple of weeks ago, and it was pretty good. I was like, man, people be sleeping on Donnie's.
Well, I don't think people are. I think most people know how good Donato's is. But, yeah, when we put them up, I forget who they matched up with in the first round, but, I mean, we looked at the votes. It was not close. I mean, the local, the one-off local places tend to beat even a regional chain like Donato's in these type of comparisons.
In just a second, who Donato's went up against.
Yeah.
They went up against, one second.
Okay, this is good. Great radio.
I gotta find it.
I like it when you do your R2D2 noises as you're saying there.
The problem is 4 things, and I gotta find where it's at on the which one it's on.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, while you're doing that, this one is from Rusty Roeder saying the Browns have an easier schedule, but will still have a losing season. Missed that earlier. According to Warren Sharp Football Analysis, he said the Browns and the Bengals both have 2 of the top 5 easiest schedules in the NFL. Now, obviously, the order of the schedule is not known, but we know all the teams they're going to play. We know which ones are home games and road games. We just don't know when they're playing them. So, yeah, that analysis, he says both of them have easy schedules. For the Browns, I don't know what that matters, because you still need to figure out an offense that can function in the NFL. But for the Bengals, like, their offense goes if everybody's healthy. Your defense has been the problem. They've done a lot to try to address that this year. Bengals with an easy schedule, an improved defense, and hopefully a healthy Joe Burrow for them. That could be the difference between, like, barely a playoff team to possibly being in the AFC Championship game and more.
Donato's went up against JT's, but and that was no way they was beating JT's.
No, JT, fine.
But yeah, the Bengals, to me, I think their defense is vastly improved just by the talent standpoint that they got. I love what they did at the defensive tackle positions. I keep telling everybody how important that is. Going to get Dexter Lawrence and Jonathan Allen to be your 2 anchors in the middle, to me, is going to change everything. I love the fact that they went and got Cassius Howell in the draft and paired him up. Hopefully, Shamar Stewart can turn into the guy. That would be nice for them. And that Murphy guy, I think they declined his 5th-year option, so he should be motivated to get a contract. And usually when people know that it's their contract years, typically they turn up. So if they can get their defense to go from 32nd or 31st, wherever it was, to get it like 20, and that offense keeps staying top 5, they will probably be looking for a Super Bowl run.
Dylan, I just remembered this. Did we get a poll question up yet?
Not yet.
All right. Here's the thought I have, because we have NBA playoffs going on right now. We have NHL playoffs going on right now. And there's been some bangers in both of those, series. I'm curious to know which one people are more locked in on, NBA playoffs or NHL playoffs. Or maybe it's secret option 3, NFL offseason. Like just what we were just talking about, Tyvis. All the stuff about, will the Bengals do this? How's their schedule looking? All that stuff. Which of those three are you more interested in as of today? What is the thing that you're most interested in? NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, NFL offseason. I hate to say it, NFL offseason may win this. Election.
It better not.
Well, it's not going with you and me.
It needs to be NFL.
I would much rather
you
watch.
Got me saying it, NBA playoffs.
I'd rather watch either the Stanley Cup playoffs, NBA playoffs.
It probably will be the NFL
than
offseason.
Worry about what offseason moves are being made in the NFL. Like, I'll catch up on that stuff too. But for me, I'd rather watch actual games that have stakes in them. We didn't even say Major League Baseball regular season, but I don't think we need to, right? Like, that's not. I mean, again, I
put it on there. Could you put 4 options?
Well, Dylan's typing furiously right now. All right, throw Major League Baseball regular season in there too. Why not? But Bo Bishop will vote for that one. I'm quite sure he's a big fan. More of your Hot Take Tuesday here. This one is from Connor, who says Jeremiah Love will be out for the season with an injury by week 7. No offensive line there.
You better not be, because I'm telling you right now, I'm taking him in fantasy. I'm taking him.
I don't know what the Cardinals are doing. Honestly, we were talking about
them. It's not a bad. They got good offensive talent, and the defense is not bad either. That's what's crazy about it. It's they got to fix that offensive line, which I got to look at their draft. I don't know if they even addressed it in the draft. I feel like they did. I feel like they got like a guard or something.
By the way, one piece of audio that we played earlier today that I think is worth playing again. This is a question. Can you think of who the most controversial coach, GM, whoever would be in like the NFL right now? Who would be someone
controversial,
like who doesn't have a
Mike
job?
Mike Vrabel. Oh, who don't have a job?
All right. How about this? Diana Rossini. Right now, if it came out tomorrow that Sports Illustrated hired Diana Rossini, would that be big news?
Oh, my God.
Right. Okay. All
That's
right.
like dropping Watch the Throne.
All right. That would be huge news because there's a massive controversy around her. All you need to know about this next interaction, the Toronto Maple Leafs hired a GM who is considered in NHL circles. His name is John Chayka. He is considered as untouchable and toxic as Diana Rossini is right now in NFL journalism circles, okay? That's how toxic this guy is. And Toronto just hired him. So they had a press conference where the guy who runs Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, CEO Keith Pelly, he was sitting next to the new GM, John Chayka. And a journalist named Steve Simmons asked the following question.
Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun, for Keith. You talk about the due diligence that you did on John prior to hiring him and now hiring him. In the past, say, 3 to 4 days, I have been in contact with about 20 people who work in the National Hockey League, many of whom are prominent names that we would all know. And of the 20 people I spoke to, one was supportive of John's hiring, and the other 19 thought it was a sham, to be perfectly honest. Words were used like con artist, liar, salesman. How did you come to a different conclusion than I was able to come to in a very short time?
I must have talked to different people.
That's it? Because I'm telling you, the hockey world today is astounded by this announcement.
Okay.
And your response to that?
Is we've conducted due diligence, and it was deep due diligence. It was a thorough process, and I'm quite happy with where we've landed.
I got no problems with that question.
It better work.
None.
It better work.
Good question. Ask more questions like that, journalists. You'll get that's what you need. And again, you know what? Credit to the Maple Leafs CEO there, just saying, well, we disagree. Then, like, he didn't take the bait, but he good for asking the powerful people tough questions. I like that.
Well, they keep doing that. You might get a Mike Tyson response
from the Maple Leaf CEO.
Mike Tyson had one of the craziest responses to a reporter,
which was.
I can't say it on these airways, but he was very it was very crazy of a response.
I guess you have to. I've forgotten about it.
Oh, I will pull it up for you, and you can listen to the response in the break.
All right, there we go. Perfect. We'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Now we're watching slow-moving traffic on the north side of town. 2 separate crashes on 270 eastbound. The first as you're passing Sawmill Road. The second near the 315-270 interchange. Expect to be slow-moving through that stretch. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. Back in 1989, when I first went on the radio to introduce this whole no-closing cost concept, where you could actually close on your mortgage without the lender taking $15,000, I had no idea if I had created the next pet rock fad of the day or something that would define my career over the course of the next 37 years. But once mortgage rates fell from 9 down to 6, our business exploded and I never looked back. You see, a no-cost loan is the only consumer-friendly mortgage where the homeowner actually holds all the cards. Short funds to close, eliminate thousands of dollars in closing costs. Rates are now down almost 2% from the peak, but you're holding off due to the cost of a refi? Not anymore. So let's start you down that path of eliminating closing costs once and for all and keep that money where it belongs, with you. 877-9-NO-COST. That's 877-9-NO-COST. Or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Spring is here, but if you're still feeling exhausted with no energy and no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. 1 in 4 men has low testosterone. At Low T Center, you can book a free testosterone test and see if you qualify for TRT customized to your body by expert providers. You can choose self-pay or insurance. You can even have your treatment shipped to your door. Low T Center has the highest quality testosterone and their providers tailor it to you. Head to lowtcenter.com and book your TRT appointment today.
We got a higher home appraisal after we put away our African art and family photos.
Has this happened to you because of race or national origin? Contact HUD at hud.gov/fair housing. A message from HUD and the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Good news. Jack has personally invited the fan to the Memorial Tournament, and we're broadcasting 30 hours of live content. And we'll try not to embarrass ourselves.
Sponsored by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. Visit pausebeforeyouplay.org. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Tyvis played in some of the biggest stadiums in the world. T-Bone has eaten some of the biggest pizzas in the world. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Joining the program, the guy who sits in the 2 chair, but sometimes the 1 chair. Very important person to the show. Sometimes it get overlooked sometimes, but Eric Reeser, you are the brains behind it all.
Well, that's a false statement. But good morning, gentlemen. I think we got to stop numbering the chairs. They're just chairs.
They're just chairs. You just sit in place.
What's the name of the show? That's the important place to go.
I sit in the 2-chair.
Yeah. You sit in a chair, man.
It's nothing. I'm like Scottie Pippen over here.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know how you think that I'm like Michael Jordan and you're like Scottie Pippen. Well, unless you mean this,
if there was
which is the amount of playoff games Michael Jordan won without Scottie Pippen. I believe rhymes with hero. I'm just saying, if that's what you mean, that we are inseparable and a duo.
If there
like
was
that,
a Mount Rushmore of 97 won the fan,
I wouldn't be on it.
You and Cameraman would be pillars on it.
No,
y'all would be like the first two faces.
No. First off, Eric Red Dog Kalin, erasure, will not happen on this show. See, because that's so far back in
I was about to say.
I've been listening to this station since you were in diapers, Tyvis. There's names I could throw out here you don't even know.
What's his name?
Eric Red Dog Kalin.
The Red Dog.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do the Sports Center updates. Used to be, he was great.
By the way, since you want to throw Michael Jordan playoff stats out there.
Oh, my goodness.
Ronnie James playoff series wins before the age of 25. 1. Michael Jordan, 0.
Really changes the conversation. When
Really does. Really brings it back into perspective.
What does that have to do with anything?
Dylan, did you get the fan poll up yet? Because I'm curious. I'm curious to get Reese's thoughts on
Real
this.
legacy semifinal coming up here, kids.
You know, we obviously don't talk a ton of NBA during the regular season on this station. We usually stick to Buckeyes and NFL and, Jackets time when that's in season, all that stuff. But fan poll today, sponsored by JT's Pizza Pub. Which of the following are you most locked in on? NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, MLB regular season, NFL offseason. Now, my answer is NBA playoffs. That's currently polling at 35%. NHL playoffs, 41%. Regular season for Major League Baseball, Bo Bishop, the only one who voted for it, I think. And then NFL offseason at 23.5%. So, Reese, where would on that little paradigm there, which one would you end up with?
It's the NBA playoffs for me because the Cavs are in. Then it's baseball. Then it's probably a tie between NHL offseason or NHL postseason and NFL offseason.
Sure, right.
You're a Browns fan, so this time of the year, at least the time before the draft, you're locked in because there's this little thing called hope that kind of creeps into you. It's washed away quickly because of the quarterbacks that they're going to take to training camp.
Dang.
The realization that they're all just bad.
Dang.
But you get some hope leading into the draft, right?
Yeah, you're right. You do.
And they don't take Cardinal Tate at 6. Obviously, that's not their fault because he wasn't available. So that,
Tyvis,
rains on the parade a little bit.
I think you should bring up the thing you brought up to me and see if Reese's response is any different than what I had. Where you brought up how Shedeur Sanders threw a pass. You were watching a highlight.
So you remember the Baltimore Ravens game where Dalen got hurt. Shedeur comes in the second half. You remember at the end of that game, he throws the pass to Gage Larvadan in the end zone, and he has it, and then they knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I said the point being, if you go back and watch that play, and then did you watch him in the mini camp where he threw the interception to Malachi Corley? He tried to throw it to Malachi Corley.
I saw the Twitter clip. Yeah,
exactly. So those two plays right there. When I saw those two plays, I said Shedeur Sanders is a player that wants to throw. He'd rather throw the 50-50 ball than take the for sure thing. Because if you go back to the Ravens game, Jerry Jeudy is wide open in the flats. If you go back to the interception he threw in the mini camp, I don't know who the receiver was, but he had 5-yard out.
Well, the Ravens game, that's explainable because it's Jerry Jeudy.
No, it wasn't Jeudy. This was Gage.
No, he said Jerry Jeudy was
wide open.
He looked him off.
But I don't trust that guy because he's going to drop it.
So that's messed up. Anyways,
okay.
So then, yes, it is that Jerry Jeudy's on the roster. That is messed up.
So tied to the point, I said he'd rather throw the 50-50 ball than take the layup.
That's his game, Tyvis.
That's what I was saying. So I said the Browns didn't have the receivers to equip.
That's why I thought Cardinal Tate was so important at 6, and that's why I'm so thrilled that they got Denzel Boston at 39 after taking Concepcion at 24.
So you're more excited about Boston than Concepcion?
Yes.
He's with you.
He's with you because when Tyvis made the point, because he then said that's why they went out and drafted Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion in that order is how he said it. He didn't say it like, they got Casey Concepcion to fix the problem, guys.
Concepcion is not a 50-50 ball guy. You're not throwing it up to him.
But he's not going to give you a real evaluation of your quarterbacks the way Denzel Boston can.
No, but also And then I just pointed out, what's he known for in college? What was the number one thing he was known for in college? Other than being a great playmaker,
Bowen is negative.
Is dropping the ball. And I just said,
I mean, come on, man. You work in the Cleveland market. Like, this is tame.
But I'm not.
I'm just saying, Browns fans are all over the place with this.
No, I hope he can be a good player. I just you literally brought up a guy dropping a pass, and I thought, well,
just that they had Jerry Judy on the roster, and they drafted a guy that had dropsies in college.
You know who else had dropsies in college?
Who's that?
Kenyon Sadiq, and you don't see the Jets fans complaining.
Okay, but the Jets, dude, is that the comparison you want to make? Is really what you're doing?
Yeah, Jets fans notoriously known for their patience and goodwill towards their team. You're right.
So Ryan Day is going to join the show at 10 a.m. We got 124 days until Ohio State's game against Ball State. I'm going to flip the page here because we're comparing the Jets to the Browns. We've lost the plot.
We've lost the plot entirely. You're right.
10:30, exactly right. Dom Taberry back from Aruba. He's going to do his normal Tuesday hit. We'll have plenty of Ryan Day reaction throughout the show. Scott Docterman had the report that I'm sure you guys have talked about the giant sack of money the Big Ten received and then distributed to their member schools from their television partners. It's nuts, and the money's so much for everybody, and if the money's there, I guess it's good, but at what point are donors going to be like, you all have a bunch, you're driving Lamborghinis, the coaches are making $12 million a year, put it together yourself. I've got no more patience to give you any more money. So all of that, Scott Docterman at 11:30, because Ryan Day is on at 10 a.m. Again, Ryan Day, 10 a.m. We'll do The Real Truth at 11 o'clock.
By the way, Ryan Day at 10 a.m., and I can promise you tomorrow on this show, we will be reacting to what Ryan Day said on your show. So good interview.
Yes.
And then we'll be reacting to it. So yeah, this will be
tremendous.
Good to hear from Ryan Day. Coming up at 10 a.m. right here on The Fan. Thanks, Reese.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, I want to bring your attention to the world of soccer for a moment and shout out to a legendary Columbus Crew player who just announced his retirement. One Kai Kamara has officially announced his retirement. Kai Kamara, if you don't know, is second all-time in Major League Soccer with 147 regular season goals. Let him live. He also played for many years with the Columbus Crew, but he also played many years with many other teams. Tyvis, Kai Kamara played with 12 MLS teams in his career.
How many is it?
Most all-time. I think right now they're up close to 30. But when he started playing, there definitely were not 30 teams.
Sheesh.
He has 45 caps from his country that he was born in, Sierra Leone, war-torn country. Like, he's a great success story of getting out of there and being able to do something with his life and be able to play this great sport. But, yeah, Kai Kamara, shout out to him. Great player, great humanitarian, all the above. And, used to be kind of a jerk on the field at times, but that's all right. If he was on your team, you loved him. If he wasn't, you hated him. But no, tremendous player, and we wish him well in his retirement. That's it for us. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. Right now we are watching slow-moving traffic on the north side of town. 270 eastbound right near Sawmill Road. We've got a crash and another crash on 270 eastbound near the 315-270 interchange. So expect that area to be a little bit slow right now. But other than that, everything else is moving along with no major issues. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with